tonight, Nick. It seems like only yesterday
Greg.
when I was in this booth.
Greg, good evening. Welcome back to Fruth Memorial Field. Welcome back to the box, buddy.
Thank you. It's good to be back. It's exciting. Like I said, honestly, sometimes it seems like it was years ago, and it was.
Yeah.
When my kids were born 18 years ago, that's when I stopped doing play-by-play. And then when you walk into the press box and you sit down, it's like getting back on a bicycle.
We hope that you remember how to ride that bike, huh?
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key.
And you filled it a couple of times here and there with different games here, but we're delighted to be bringing you each and every Fond du Lac football game in some capacity, either it be video streamed and on the radio, or just video stream. We're delighted to have you with us here as the Radio Plus Sports team, and we're delighted to bring Fond du Lac Cardinal football to the viewers and to the listeners. The Cardinals, Greg, have been over the last couple of years have put on a good show for people, fans, and administration, and of course the different students. Fond du Lac has made level 3 of the football playoffs from the WIAA the past 2 seasons. They had a winning record, of course, last year, and they won conference, the Valley Football Association South last year, so they want to continue this winning attitude and want to make it a winning tradition here at Fond du Lac High School.
Mike Ganevok has built a solid program. I've listened to you cover the games over the last couple of years, and it's about building a winning tradition, as you mentioned, a winning attitude, and Coach Ganevok and the rest of the assistant coaches for Fond du Lac High School football program, I think, have been able to do that. And I would say, and again, I've been on the sidelines for almost 2 decades, but I followed the Cardinals. I have 2 kids at the high school, and they are, I would say, and you can tell me if I'm completely off base, but I would say they'd be probably the favorites to win the conference this year. Would that be a fair statement?
Yeah, I would agree. And WithSports.net has numerous predictions, and talking with Fond du Lac head coach Mike Ganevok. We'll hear his comments part of the pregame show here. And by the way, our pregame show sponsored by Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. And he says that the flyway or the conference, and what he's supposed to say is wide open, of course. But and some question marks do come into play. And one of the main questions is the quarterback position. Jack Cole takes over as the leading quarterback for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. And what will we see the first couple of games of the season? Fond du Lac, and going back to Quinn Wolfel a season ago, and even Jack Najedlo, we saw a very mobile quarterback. We saw a quarterback that can take off with it and run the option. Will that be the case this season? Or will Fond du Lac have more of an aerial attack? You lose the leading rusher from a season ago, an all-school leading rusher, leading all-time rusher, and Justin Morotic over 1,700 yards. So what are they going to look like?
Now, again, you've followed this Cardinal team, so you know a lot more about this than I do. This is my observation. You've lost 2 outstanding players. You just mentioned the running back, the bulldozer, right? I mean, Morotic was a guy who just powered his way inside and muscled his way through the line of scrimmage. And the quarterback was a mobile quarterback, could run and throw. But you go to a kind of a different offensive attack. You've got Cole, who is very poised, seems to be very poised in the pocket. He sets up well, he sees the field well, and he's a very accurate ball thrower. And then you've got Keon Jefferson at running back, completely different than Morotic was. Jefferson has got speed to burn.
Jefferson will bounce it out, where Morotic will stay between the tackles from a season ago, and we saw that a lot. And Keon got some touches last year. He got some playing time last year, as did other backs. And again, we'll see how this whole thing shakes out. This is a learning curve. Again, it's a different team, but some of the key guys do come back. Joe Cooper, one of the receivers for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Sam Fredrickson, very talented receiver. Reggie Hernandez comes back as well. But we'll see some new gentlemen up front on the offensive line. So again, how those guys protect is a key here tonight as well. This is your Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac pregame show. Your coach's smile is on the way, brought to you by Sorrower Dental for your family dental needs. Visit Dr. Sorrower at 845 South Main Street next to Gillies in Fond du Lac. We're going to take a timeout and come back with the head coach of the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Greg, if that's okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yep, Mike Ganavok is waiting in the wings next as your Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac pregame show rolls on from Fruth Memorial Field in Fond du Lac.
back here on this Radio Plus radio station as we are continuing with our football preview around the area. Big week of action planned. We have a doubleheader, a tripleheader actually, on our Radio Plus family of stations. And today we're talking the Fond du Lac Cardinals. With us on the telephone line, head coach Mike Avak of the Cardinals. Coach, always a pleasure. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, Nick. Thanks a lot.
Family's good, kids good, everything's good, right?
That's right, except, I kind of say, hey, I'll see you later. I'll see you in November once football season gets going here.
Very good. When did you guys start practice, and did you guys have a scrimmage yet?
Yeah, we started August 1st was our equipment handout testing, and then we started after that. And last Friday we went up to Bayport High School, and we scrimmaged them for a little while, and now we're into game prep week.
How was it to hit somebody else? Not you personally, but for the guys to hit somebody else in a scrimmage.
It was good. Yeah, the 2 days it's a grind, and they get a little chippy, and it's nice to go hit another colored uniform other than hitting ourselves and beating each other up all day.
Fond du Lac knocked Oshkosh North off the top of the league last year, went 7-1 in conference play and claimed an outright championship, advancing to level 3 for a second consecutive season as well. Coach, talk about what some of the standards are this year for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Well, I think we've been talking about there's a lot of unfinished business out there. We don't feel we finished the conference season as well as what we should have. Dropped in the last game to Marshfield on the road. We felt like we were the better team, and we just didn't execute. We didn't perform. We turned the ball over. We didn't tackle well. So we know that we can improve on that aspect, and then obviously making it to level 3 for the past 2 years, we want to see what we can do to put ourselves in situations to go beyond that. So even though we have made strides as a program, by no means are the kids satisfied with what they've done, and they want to take that next step.
Coach, last year you had Justin Marotic, the school's all-time leading rusher. Hats off to him, and a very nice quarterback in Quinn Wolfel. Those two guys, they graduate, they move on. And who are you? I mean, you have Keon Jefferson, you have Jack Hole, those guys. Who else is building the nucleus for Fond du Lac on offense?
Well, I think we got 3 running backs that can legitimately carry the football, and they all bring their different strengths. Keon is obviously our most experienced guy returning, who he had 700 yards last year running the football, backing up Justin. So he's got the most reps and experience coming back. But Colton Wazaleski, who's a junior, he's a strong, powerful runner. He's a strong kid. He may be the strongest kid on our football team. He's about 210 pounds, runs well. And then we also have senior Levi Burns, he's quick. He's a little lightning bug that has great vision, and you give him a little bit of a seam, and he can take it to the house because he's also a 4x1 100-meter state qualifying team member, and he can run. So those 3 guys are all going to bring their own strengths to the backfield. I think that we have a true fullback this year, and I don't know we've had a true fullback since I've been at Fond du Lac, and Colton Sobel. All our skill returns, for the most part, between Joe Kuber, Sam Fredrickson, as well as some other juniors that'll be emerging, Drew Jorgensen and Peyton Nett and Noah Wenger. So tight end, we're very talented at tight end with Devin Chanowski. He's going to be taking reps there, as well as Henry Lang. So I think that we're more balanced on offense this year. We have, whereas last year everybody knew that it was going to be Justin or Quinn running the football.
Yeah. A season ago, the past, since you've been really at Fond du Lac, you're kind of taking some things here with the power running game out of spread sets. Are we going to see that again this season for Fond du Lac?
Yeah, we'll pound the rock. Yeah, we live and die by power, and its versions coming off the power running play, and that's what we'll continue to do. But we have some other plays that'll complement quite well.
Defense returns some experience at every different level, Coach. Shadowski, you mentioned him, and he comes back as well on defense. Dante Johnson, too. Talk about those guys.
Dante is powerful and disruptive as a D lineman, as I've had the opportunity to coach in high school. He's not the tallest kid in the world. He's about 5'10", 5'11", 255, but boy, he's strong. He benches over 400 pounds. He's got a really good ball get off. He's physical. He's aggressive. So, he kind of anchors our front. Our ends are pretty darn good, too, with Cal Grady and Garrett Spott. So those guys anchor things down up front. Our linebackers, we got a couple seniors in the linebacking court, and Devin Schnowski and Keegan Brandt, who moves down from he played in the secondary at safety for us last year. He moves down into the box, and he's done a really nice job for us. And then we got experience in the secondary as well between Reggie Hernandez, Trey Halfman, have a junior that's filled in quite nicely so far, and Zach Waljasper, and then Trent Murtha, he's kind of been a hybrid type. He's a senior for us, done a great job in the offseason, good leader, and he's looking to fill the other safety position right now.
What do you look for, Coach, in the Valley Football Association South this year? Yourself included up there as far as opportunities to win a conference championship point up there. Nina as well, Hortonville. What do you look for in the conference?
I think there's a lot of parity. I really do. I think Point's got a heck of a lot of talent. I had the opportunity to watch some of the other teams already this past weekend, what they did in their scrimmages, and it looks like Wisconsin Rapids looks much improved. So I think that there's a lot of parity in the league, and we're going to have our hands full. I don't know if there's any clear-cut front runner. I know that some people have ticked us just because of us winning it last year, but we haven't done anything this year, and we know that we have a lot of work to do if we want to be able to repeat as conference champs. But I think there's Nina returns 9 guys on offense. Stevens Point returns, I think, 11 all-conference players. So there's a lot of good teams out there, and we're just going to have to take it one week at a time.
Head coach Mike Avak with us here for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. And final thoughts, Coach, on Appleton West Friday. It's the first game, and hey, it's at home.
You bet. Yeah, Appleton West, they're very, very athletic, and we're going to have to play some disciplined football. And hopefully we can get the ground game established on offense and then just keep everything in front of us and keep the quarterback contained on defense.
We'll see you at the field Friday night, Coach. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you in the postgame.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for all you do, Nick.
Looks great. Tastes even better. That's Gino's Italian Restaurant in Fond du Lac. Whether you want fresh, made...
Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fruth Memorial Field for tonight's Valley Football Association non-conference game between the visiting Appleton West Terrors and your Fond du Lac Cardinals. Tonight is Hall of Fame night, and our field painters use the correct paint. The paint is
Welcome
dry,
back to
and the game will be played as
Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin on this hot, sticky Friday evening. Greg Stensland, Nick Rush for high school sports tonight on 96.1, and it's the Cardinals in Appleton West, and we are just a few minutes away from the opening kickoff.
We are indeed, Greg, and welcome back to your holiday Buick GMC Cadillac pregame show. Chevrolet, a GMC Cadillac pregame show here. Your Coach's Smile segment brought to you by Sorauer Dental. For your family dental needs, visit Dr. Sorauer, 845 South Main Street, next to Gillies in Fond du Lac. Greg, what's the coach's smile and the key to today's game, and what's going to make the head coach smile tonight?
I think it's really simple. The Cardinals need to stay focused and make it one play at a time. It's first game of the season. You just don't want to get out in front of yourself too much in this game. You just want to do the fundamentals correctly. The Cardinals are a power football team. Just move the ball up and down the field. If they get a quick score early, that'll be big.
I do think the Cardinals are going to have to find their way a little bit this season with some returning skill position guys. We'll take a timeout, come back with more from Fruth next on 95 and 96.1 The Rock and video at 961tcx.com.
Back at Fruth Field, Greg Stensland and Nick Rush. Just a couple minutes away from the opening kickoff, the first game of the 2016 high school football season for the Fond du Lac High School Cardinals taking on Appleton West tonight. And the Cardinals are healthy coming into tonight's game, Nick.
Just one injury of note to report. That is number 83, Jack Roosh, one of the tight ends and defensive linemen, listed as a sophomore on the program. Number 83 looks to have a right leg or right ankle injury. Saw him limping on the sidelines, not suited up tonight. Bauer Chiropractic and Bauer Physical Therapy, Greg, sponsors our injury report. Contact Dr. Shane, and yes, Dr. Shane today at Bauer Chiropractic and Bauer Physical Therapy. Holiday Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac pregame show continues. Now time to check in, Greg, with your Baker Cheese first string starting lineups. Baker Cheese, get yours today. I can start with Appleton West, and then you can do Fond du Lac. Here we go. At one of the receivers, Blake Palo. He's a 6'1" junior, number 3. The quarterback for Appleton West is a 6'2", 190-pound junior, Alec Goffard, number 4. Joey Reeder is one of the receivers, number 10 on the roster, a senior, 6'6", big kid. Caleb Jandry is another wide receiver, 5'10", senior, number 14. Patrick Alrada is a 5'11", 190-pound junior. He's one of the running backs for Appleton West. The tight end is Hunter Doro, number 35, a 6-foot senior, 190-pounder. The upfront line for Appleton West, Nick Hoffman, a 6-foot senior, number 50. Nick Brinkman, 6'2", senior, 5'59", checks in at 260. Big boy on the offensive line there. Josh Pitts, a 6'4" junior, number 65. Keegan Chesney, a 6 foot, 245-pound junior. And Adrian Hansen, a 285-pound lineman, number 92 for Appleton West.
Starting offense for the Cardinals at wide receiver, a 6', 165-pound senior Joe Cooper. The quarterback is Jack Cole, a 6', 160-pound junior. Henry Lang, the tight end, 6', 200-pound junior. Sam Fredrickson, 6'7", 200 pounds, a big target. By the way, he plays basketball as well. He's one of the split ends, and he is a senior. Also on offense, wide receiver Reggie Hernandez, 5'9", 165 pounds. Keon Jefferson, one of the running backs, 5'9", 185 pounds. Colton Sobels, the fullback, 5'9", 185, a junior. Zach Waljasper is actually on defense, so we'll get to the rest of the offensive line. Andrew Stone, 6'1", 250. Tanner Catry, 6'2", 240. Jason Schneider, 6', 220. Ben Roosh, 6'2", 235 pounds on the offensive line. And Luke Miller, 6'1", 255-pound sophomore. The Cardinals will be kicking off to start this football game. Joe Cooper has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, and we're about ready to get this game underway.
Number 28, Jared Shebrel, actually the kicker for Fond du Lac.
Oh, you're right.
Cooper's the punter. There we go.
High end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 10-yard line by Hunter Doro. He's out across the 30 to the 32-yard line, and that's where the Terrors will start. 1st and 10. Ball will be marked on the right hash mark. Appleton West moving from left to right across your radio dial.
Toward the south end zone here at Fruth Memorial Field in Fond du Lac. Number 43, Zach Waljasper, Greg, on the special teams tackle to begin the football campaign here in 2016.
All right, Terrors line up with 3 receivers split to the far side, 2 receivers on the near side, and the quarterback, Goffard, is the only back in the backfield. He takes the direct snap and runs straight off left tackle across the 40 to the 45 and slices his way for a 12-yard gain before he's finally brought down on the opening play.
Devin Shanowski was there to chase him down, and number 77, Dante Johnson, who comes back. He's a big boy on the defensive line, Greg. He was the second guy to him to escort him down as well. Cardinals run a 4-3 defense, Greg, and they'll kind of shift some things around and run 4 in the secondary as well with 2 safeties and 2 cornerbacks.
All right, Goffard with a man in motion and handing the ball off to Arata, and he cuts across the 46, maybe gets out to the 47-yard line. We'll say a pickup of 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Ball on the Terror 47-yard line, opening 30 seconds of play in this football game.
Cardinals will look to shift a couple of things around defensively here. They'll float their defensive ends around from time to time as well.
Goffard hands off to Arata across midfield into Cardinal territory as he lowers the shoulder at the 49 and is finally dropped at about the 47-yard line of the Cardinals. A pickup of about 6 on the play will bring up 3rd and short for Appleton West. 3rd down and 2. They need to get the football right at the 45-yard line, and the nose in the football just inside the Cardinal 47.
Appleton West, Greg, last year, one of the surprise teams of 2015, finished in a tie for 3rd in the league in the Valley Football Association North side. They made the playoffs for the first time in 11 seasons.
Arata in the backfield next to the quarterback, Goffard, and Arata gets the handoff. He muscles his way, keeps those legs turning close to a 1st down, but I think he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down. Garrett Spott was in there for the Cardinals at his defensive end position on the left side to make the initial hit.
Cal Grebe came crashing down as well, and he got to him too, and Dante Johnson was there to clean him up and push the pile backwards. It makes it 4th down upcoming for the Terrors.
All right, looks like they're going to go for it in Cardinal territory just outside the Redbird 45-yard line. 4th down and about a foot to go.
Cardinals look to stack it here and bring a bunch of pressure up front.
From the shotgun formation, the Terrors, the handoff goes to Arata. He's got the 1st down, backs his way inside the 45 to the Cardinal 44.
Shanowski got there, Greg, just a step too late. Devin Shanowski on the stop for the Cardinals, but they got a couple.
And you know, It's a situation where on the very opening play, the quarterback Goffard making the Cardinals think, because he took that direct snap on the opening play, ran for 12 yards. Now he's got a running back in the backfield. And it's a question where the defense has to decide, all right, is the quarterback going to keep the ball or hand it off? He's handed it off to Arata on 3 consecutive plays. 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 44. First pass play.
There he
under
goes.
pressure. The quarterback rolls out and throws deep. Has a man in the open near the 14-yard line, but just overthrows Nick Landry. And a great defensive play for the Cardinals. Number 40. Let's see, who was that?
Zach Waljasper came over to have some coverage
Great
downfield.
defensive play.
Yeah, it really was step for step with him, and he got through a defender. He kind of stepped through Dante Johnson, was on his tail to bring him down, and made a nice throw across his body to get it downfield. It just fell out of the outstretched arms. First incompletion there.
And the first pass of the game. And again, Goffard back to pass, swings it out on the left side to Arata, the 45, down to the 40, inside the 35, picks up a terror first down at about the Cardinal 34-yard line. So the quarterback takes like 2 steps, swings it out into the flat, and the running back got a key block at about the line of scrimmage to spring him loose on the left-hand side.
Penalty flag on the field right now. Looks to be against Appleton West, as the officials are going to call for a hold against Appleton West. That's going to push things back. Nice play design there, and they got some separation there. And Fond du Lac's defense, the ends came crashing down, which opened things up for the running back to pop out of the backfield and make something happen. By the time Trey Halfman got there, one of the secondary players, it was already 12 yards downfield.
Big break for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Big break for the Cardinals. It would have been 1st and 10 at the Cardinal 35. Instead, it's 2nd down and 20 from Appleton West's 45-yard line. Goffard back to pass, steps up into the pocket under pressure, and he is hit behind the line of scrimmage for a sack.
Dante Johnson was down there, but to bring him down was Kiefer Thielman.
Yeah, 6'3", 255 pounds. He lowered his shoulder and slammed into the quarterback Goffard to drop him for a 2-yard loss, and it's 3rd down and 20 yards to go. Appleton West needs to get to the Cardinal 34-yard line for a first down. So let's see if the Cardinals can hold here. They've got 4 down linemen, another passing situation. Goffard with 4
Screen intercepted.
Picked off by Dante Johnson. He threw it right to him to the 35, down to the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals with a big turnover. Dante Johnson, 6 foot, 265-pound defensive lineman. The quarterback Goffard, one of those situations where he just didn't see him.
Didn't see him at all, and I don't know if that's his first career interception. He's a lineman, and when linemen get an interception like that, it's like a gift for him. And he was thinking he's going to run for a little while, but Appleton West got back to bring him down. But a great defensive stand by the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Appleton West got a couple of first downs on that drive, Greg, and then it was stalled with a loss of play, a penalty. It pushed it back, and now the interception.
All right, the Cardinals will go out of the shotgun with Jack Hall, the quarterback, from the 30-yard line of Appleton West. The handoff to Jefferson. Cuts it inside to the 28, down near the 25 before he's pushed out of bounds, but a pickup of 5 on the play for Keon Jefferson. Just straight up the middle, but a good job right past the line of scrimmage of cutting it off to the right-hand side.
Luke Miller, one of the linemen on that right side of the offense, had a nice kick-out block, which when Jefferson saw that, he found a seam and he got an opportunity to cut it upfield, and instead of losing a yard or maybe gaining 1, he gains 5.
2nd and 5 from the 25. 2 receivers to the left. Here's the handoff to Jefferson. He's inside the 25 and then dropped right at the 24-yard line by number 24, Josh Nieves, and a pickup of only a couple on the play will bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Greg, with that play, a lot of direction went to the right side. They brought it back to the left side. He had one guy to beat and a good open field tackle by their linebacker that stepped up to bring him down, or else he would have ran for probably 10 more.
Joe Cooper split wide to the left. Here's the play action pass, and Cooper has it at the 25. Breaks a tackle at the 20, down the sideline to the 15-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. just inside the 20, but it's good enough for a Cardinal first down.
Yeah, Fond du Lac Cardinals showing the ability to pass the ball, and you want to get Jack Cole comfortable, Greg, on the field with maybe some short passes, get his confidence up that they can be an aerial threat. You know, last year so many times we saw Muradic bang, bang, bang between the tackles, and this is a Fond du Lac team that can be pretty elusive.
Watch for Fredrickson, 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line.
Got
Fredrickson
one-on-one.
split wide to the right. Here's the handoff to Jefferson, up the middle to the 10. Dives ahead to the 5-yard line. Number 32, Keon Jefferson, looked for a moment like he was going to be stopped near the line of scrimmage, but a burst of speed and cuts it inside the 7 all the way down, nose end of the football on the 5-yard line, and the Cardinals knocking on the door.
Yeah, it's Fredrickson one-on-one coverage up at the top, and you have the same situation split up top with Peyton Nett for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, too.
Peyton Nett split wide to the right, rolling out to the right as Jack Cole throws into the end zone. Caught for a touchdown.
Devin Shanowski.
Devin Shanowski with the touchdown reception, a sliding reception in the end zone, and the Cardinals are on the board first. 7 minutes and 41 seconds left to play in the opening quarter.
5-play, 30-yard drive capped off by a 5-yard touchdown reception by number 44, the senior tight end, Devin Shanowski.
Jared Shaburl to attempt the extra point. The kick is up. It's good. 7:41 left to play in the opening quarter. Cardinals on the scoreboard first, leading 7-0. We're back after this.
Homeowners have long relied on us for the best in flooring. Now we can design beautiful and functional cabinetry for you too. We have cabinetry for any home or business that can fit any size budget while providing the best in style and design. Every day, more and more people are choosing not only flooring, but also cabinets and countertops from FloorQuest.
There's more in store for you at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination, next to Steins and Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, and online at floorquest.net.
Jared Shaburl on kickoff for the Cardinals.
Fruth Field, a 5-yard touchdown pass from Jack Cole to Devin Shanowski, and the Cardinals lead it 7-0. They've got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Jared Shaburl to kick it off.
5-play, 30-yard drive. 5-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah.
Shanowski, they capitalized, Greg, on the turnover.
The interception by Dante Johnson. Short kick and headed toward the sideline, and it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So a shanked kick following the Cardinal touchdown will give Appleton the ball in good field position for their second possession of the opening quarter.
Nick and Greg at Fruth Memorial Field here tonight. Game 1 of our doubleheader. We have Springs tomorrow night here on the radio and on the video stream too.
Jack Cole had a couple of options there, didn't he, on that rollout? I think he could have ran. I was thinking he was going to try to run the ball in. And he also had Peyton Nett in the corner of the end zone, but he saw Shanowski cutting across from left to right and made a beautiful sliding reception. So he could have scored 3 ways on that last play.
Good design play by the Cardinals. Yeah, Appleton West moved the ball down the field, but their drive stalled and had a penalty, had a interception, and the Fond du Lac Cardinals took over.
Yep. All right, here's the handoff. Arata takes it around the left-hand side across the 35 to the 36, and he's bounced out of bounds at about the 38-yard line for a pickup of 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. It depends on where they mark the football. I'm not sure where he was pushed out of. We'll say a 2-yard gain. So it's 2nd down and 8. Ball just across the 37-yard line of the Terrors. They have 1 wide receiver split wide left, 2 receivers to the near side. The quarterback Goffard with Arata in the backfield. And Goffard will throw on the near side, and it's too hard for Hunter Doro in the flat. He took a step back, the receiver did. Goffard fired it, and it went right through his hands.
Coming up 3rd down and 8, and the Fond du Lac Cardinals did such a great job last year. They gave up only about 14 points a game on defense. They scored, Greg, about 37 a game a season ago. And the defensive scheme stays the same for the Cardinals, running that 4-3 set, and they'll run 4 in the secondary as well.
3rd down and 8 for Appleton West. Goffard back to pass under pressure, steps up into the pocket, scrambles to the right, throws as he's being hit. Ball tipped loose in the air, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Almost picked off by a couple of Cardinal players there. Number 43, Zach Waljasper, had the first opportunity at it. And I think Jason Schneider also was there, but 4th down, and the Cardinals will get the ball as Appleton West lines up to punt. Reggie Henderson standing back inside his own 35-yard line with 7:22 left to play in the opening quarter.
Ben View had an opportunity to get to the quarterback. He was the one that made things happen in the backfield, and he did a nice job of stepping up.
Yeah, made Goffard scramble and then throw off balance, and a dangerous throw into double coverage, almost picked off by the Cardinals. So Appleton West lines up to punt. End over end kick, headed toward the near side, bounces at the 35-yard line, takes a Cardinal bounce, and then stops dead at the Cardinal 37-yard line. So
3 and out.
Fond du Lac will have good field position with 7:12 left to play in the first quarter.
First quarter presented by Record Entertainment Disc Jockey Service. Log on recordentertainment.com. Call 924-7535 for more information. Good to have you back, by the way.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's I was at these games over the last several years anyway, but I was flipping burgers for the music parents, and I thought, what the heck? Come back up in the broadcast booth and see what happens.
One brought for me.
Yeah.
One for you.
All right.
Never brought any up to the press box.
Gobble with a play action. He's going to look deep over the middle, and he's got a man wide in the open, and he just overthrows Joe Kuber near the Appleton West 25-yard line. Kuber had a couple of steps on the defender, Nick.
Yeah, good play design. Cooper had one-on-one coverage. If you would have beat him, he would have been running for a while. But, again, Cooper coming back this season. He's one of those guys that can play a couple of different receiver positions on the field. Him with Reggie Hernandez for the Cardinals, and you'll see him split out on this next set as well. Appleton West, Greg, 2 years ago, didn't win any games. We're 0 for 9 on the season.
Here's the handoff straight up the middle to Keon Jefferson. Breaks a tackle at the 38-yard line across the 40 and spurts ahead to about the 42-yard line. And he gains about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Will bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Redbirds. Nose end of the football at the Cardinal 43.
One of the big guys for Appleton West made the stop, number 64, Ethan Voss, down there. And Kevin Hansen, 275 in there, too.
Here's the play action, rolling out to his right. Cole looking downfield for Cooper, and he catches it and then drops it at the 46-yard line. Would have been a first down. He made a great move. He stopped, came back to the ball. The throw was right there, and you got to wonder if the humidity making your fingers a little slippery out there.
Yeah. Throw wasn't bad.
No, good throw.
Just happened to just drop the football, and the Fond du Lac Cardinals now will return and go 4 and out as well.
So Cooper, who was the wide receiver on that play, now stands back near his 27-yard line to boot the ball away as the Cardinals have a 4th down situation with under 6.5 minutes left to play. There's a low line drive kick going to hit at the 30-yard line. Fielded at the 25 by Doro, straight up the middle across the 35 and pushed back at the 38-yard line. And 6 minutes. We're nearing the 6-minute mark of this opening quarter.
Cal Grebe on the stop for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Looked that he had a seam, but Fond du Lac did a nice job of staying in their lanes down the field, and special teams made the stop. Grebe was the first guy to him and kind of tripped him up a moment. Then a host of black shirts came to him to bring him down. 1st
and 10 Terrors from the 38-yard line of Appleton West. 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to go, opening quarter. Cardinals on the board first, leading 7-0.
12th play for Appleton West on offense.
Man in motion, and here is Goffard rolling out to his left, turns the corner at the 40 and knocked down across the 42 to about the 43-yard line.
Wall Jasper with the stop there, number 43. He's been on a couple of stops
yes,
here
he
tonight.
Has been. Good pursuit for the Cardinals after a gain of about 3, 2nd down and 7. For Appleton West, ball just across the 41-yard line on the left hash mark, sideline to the far side of the football field, open field to the near side, and Goffard from the shotgun, dropping back to pass, under pressure, throws, and it's nearly caught but dropped. The intended receiver, Joey Reeder, and Ben View was down there on coverage for the Cardinals, but Goffard was under tremendous pressure.
Trenton Murtha came over from one of the linebacker positions to help him out, one of the secondary positions, I should say. But again, Cal Grebe stepped up and had the pressure against Appleton West, and Goffard was forced to make a throw that he maybe would not have made if he wouldn't have been there.
3rd down and 8 from the 41. Goffard looking down the sideline, and he overthrows his intended receiver. On the defense there for the Cardinals, Trey Halfman with good coverage on the wide receiver down the sideline on the left side, forcing Appleton West to punt the ball away.
This is a non-conference game. Appleton West playing in the Valley Football Association North Conference. Fond du Lac projected to be in the upper part of the conference here. Stevens Point, number of returning players from a season ago. Bo Rosenthal, honorable mention quarterback last year. He comes back for Point this year.
Last time I did play-by-play, Nick, Appleton West and Fond du Lac were in the same conference. There's a snap over the head of the punter, and now just looking for room to kick the ball away. He's going to run with it, and he is going to be tackled out of bounds at the 35-yard line. The Cardinals, Keegan Barant, tracked down the punter after the errant snap, and the Cardinals, with another huge break, have the ball deep in Appleton West territory. That ball sailed over the punter's head.
Yeah, second time this quarter, and out of the 3 offensive possessions the Cardinals had, 2 are now in pretty good field position. So, the Cardinals, with as many offensive weapons they have, you want to try to pin them back as much as you can. But the Cardinals right now in pretty good field position.
All right, Cardinals line up out of the I formation. Quarterback Jack Cole will turn, hand the ball left-hand side to Wozleski, and Colton Wozleski slices his way inside the 30-yard line down to the 29, and a pickup of about 6 yards on the play will bring up 2nd down and 4.
Good solid push on the left side of the offensive line for the Cardinals. Got some separation from the defensive linesman and got a chance to push him back.
Peyton Nett in the slot position on the left-hand side. Drew Jorgensen, the wide receiver, split wide to the left. Here's the handoff. Wozleski inside the 17 inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line, and he's going to get just inside the 25 and appears to pick up a Cardinal 1st down. Good blocking straight up the middle by that offensive line, Nick Rush, for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Andrew Stone, Tanner Cottray, Jason Schneider, Ben Roosh, Luke Miller. They comprise the offensive line for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Huge hole. We've got an injured terror player lying down near the original line of scrimmage. But the Cardinals' offensive line on that play just opened up a huge hole off right guard and right tackle, and Wozleski had... Look at that room he has as we watch it on replay off the right-hand side to pick up about 6 yards on the play, and a good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, indeed. Fond du Lac Cardinals really have a couple of different guys that can carry the ball. Keon Jefferson, we're seeing him out on this particular drive. And for the first time in a while, Colton Sabel is a true fullback, is what Coach Mike Ganavock called him, and he'll line up in the backfield. He'll block for Wozleski or for Keon Jefferson back there. So he's a nice player, a good lead blocker for the Cardinals, and we'll see, how much they continue to maybe run this I formation. Maybe they'll last year, the majority of the time they ran the pistol. So we'll see if things shift in that I formation favor.
Well, it's really interesting also as I'm back up in the booth to see some of these kids that I've coached in different sports now at the varsity football level. Some names that we mentioned. You mentioned Trent Murtha on that play defensively, and he was on a baseball team that I coached, and Colton Sobel. I mean, I recognize these names. Garrett Spott, Dalton Peters, Carson Camacho. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting
Yeah,
to see that, how the last time I was doing play-by-play, some of these kids weren't even born. All right, we had an injured Terror player who is being helped off the field. And it looks
94,
like it's
Tim.
Yep, number 94, that's Rafael Pera.
Rafael Pera, Tim.
And so the Cardinals will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of Appleton West. 4.5 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. And 1st and 10, we've got an official's timeout as the Terrors bring in a couple of substitute players following that injury timeout. The ball will be marked near the right hash mark. We've got wide receivers split both right and left. And Jack Cole and the Cardinals again will go out of the shotgun. Waslowski, the tailback, sprinting out and spinning around and looking deep. And it's caught by Fernandez into the end zone for a touchdown. Reggie Hernandez with the reception from Jack Cole. But we've got a penalty flag that's going to call this one back.
25-yard strike. Hernandez caught it at about the 2. Lost his footing, spun his way into the end zone, but looks to be against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Looks to be a hold. Greg?
Great job by Jack Cole. He got the snap. There was pressure up the middle, and his first instinct was to spin out of the pocket to find some protection, and then he saw Hernandez get just behind the defender. He threw it in the air. Hernandez did a great job of going up for the ball. It looked for a moment like it might be intercepted, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It looked to be a jump ball near the goal line, and Hernandez got the ups and hauled it in and spun his way in, but that was just practice.
Yeah, it was practice. First down and 25 from Appleton West 40-yard line. And here's the handoff. Waslowski, we got a penalty flag. He turns the corner at the 40 and is brought down at about the 37-yard line. But we've got another penalty flag, and we'll see if this goes against the Cardinals again.
We would love to hear from you. If you are viewing tonight's game or listening to the radio broadcast, you can shoot us an email up in the box. Email address nickr@wfdl.com, nickr@wfdl.com. Let us know where you're listening from, what you're up to tonight. The Coons clan is listening in, I know.
Yes.
They're
Brian
huge
Coons.
Cardinal fans.
Yes, they are. Brian and Don.
I think Brian had the big F on his roof. I think he painted that himself up there.
Yes, he did.
That was an aerial hazard, though.
He had to take it down.
His wife didn't like it.
So we've got first down and halfway to Lake Winnebago for the Cardinals. Ball at the 45-yard line. Play action. Cole looking deep for Hernandez again, and this one's going to be overthrown near Appleton West's 10-yard line. That time,
little contact down there, Greg, but pretty good
contact.
coverage.
Great coverage by Jared Schmidt for Appleton West, and the pass was overthrown. It brings up second down, and let's see, 10, 20, 30 yards. Second and 30 for the Cardinals. Ball at the 45-yard line of Appleton West. Maybe a draw play or a screen play?
Possibly. Maybe try to catch him off guard. They'll run the back to the pistol formation now.
Handoff. Waslowski inside the 45, down to the 40. Breaks a tackle, fumbles the ball, and it's loose near the 40-yard line. The Terrors say they have it. We're waiting for the referee's signal. Ball was jarred loose at about the 40-yard line.
Number 42 for Appleton West pops away with it. That's
the Terrors have the football.
Josh Merton popped away with it. Number 79, Brandon Kluba was the first defensive player to get to him and jar the football loose.
Great run by Wasilewski, Colton Wasilewski, and he just got hit right in the breadbasket, and the ball popped loose. And Appleton West, I thought for a moment the Cardinals got back on the football, but Appleton West was there, and they take over 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line with 3:44 left to play in the opening quarter. Cardinals lead it 7-0, but Appleton West gets the ball back. Handoff straight up the middle. Arata across the 43 to the 45 and surges ahead to about the 46. Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4. And the Cardinals make the stop there. Dante Johnson was in on the stop. I think help there from Garrett Spott.
Good gain of 6. Good push by the offensive line for Appleton West.
2nd down and 4 from Appleton West. 46-yard line pass into the flat, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver on the play, Joey Reeder. It falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Keegan Brent was over there. If he'd have caught it, he'd have got popped right away. He was he was covering it well over in the flats.
Yeah, that play didn't fool him. So a big 3rd down play as we near the 3-minute mark of this opening quarter. 3rd down and about 4 from the Terror 46-yard line. Quarterback Goffard will drop back, now roll out to his left. Under pressure, going to throw deep down the sidelines, and it's caught. Caught at the Cardinal 15-yard line by Reeder, inside the 15 to the 10, and finally dropped at the 6-yard line. Trey Halfman makes the touchdown-saving tackle at the 5-yard line, but a great pass from Goffard to his wide receiver Reeder down the left sideline.
48 yards, and he caught it. The yards after catch. Trey Halfman rode him for another 7 or 8 yards, Greg, down the field.
Yeah, that was a big play on 3rd down and 4 when it looked like the Cardinals were going to have an opportunity once again to stop Appleton West's drive. Now it's 1st and goal from the 5. Here's the turn and the handoff to Arata, and he is stuffed right near the line of scrimmage. Number 14, Ben View, makes the initial hit for the Cardinals.
Yep, he got him at the knees, and a couple of other Cardinals there to bring him down and cover him up after a short gain on the play.
Yeah, that was a great play. Kiefer Thielman was there as well for Fond du Lac. 2nd and goal from just inside the Cardinal 5-yard line. As Appleton West, quarterback Goffard brings his troops up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, he loses the ball on the ground, rolls out to his left, and he is tackled, and the ball is loose, and the Cardinals recovered. Number 44 for Fond du Lac, Devin Shanowski, makes the fumble recovery for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Ben View applied pressure on the far side of the field, Greg. He got to him first. He caused the fumble, and Devin jumped on top of it. And Appleton West with their 2nd turnover of the football game. Cardinals have a turnover too. First game jitters maybe a little bit here, Greg.
Well, I didn't think the snap was all that bad to the quarterback Goffard, but he bobbled it. And then when he rolled out, there was tremendous pressure. Here is the handoff straight up the middle and stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Was that the fullback, Colton Sobel?
That was Sobel, I believe.
Yep. 2nd down and 10, maybe lost a half yard on the play.
Changing my sheets over here.
A minute and a half left to go in the opening quarter. Cardinals leading 7-0. A 5-yard touchdown pass from Jack Cole to Devin Shanowski, and now Shanowski comes up with a big fumble recovery. From the I formation, quarterback Cole, play action, rolling out, still rolling out, looking under pressure, fires incomplete. out across the 25-yard line. Hernandez was the intended receiver, or excuse me, that was number 24, Peyton Nett, the intended receiver, but Cole was running for his life to the near side.
Clay Leitner was one of the defenders that was quick to get to Cole there, and Appleton West looks pretty quick here tonight, and again, we'll see what happens in the fourth quarter with some of the conditioning that with the first game of the season, but Appleton West looks, they look quick down the field too.
Noah Wenger is split out wide to the left. He's got speed to burn. And here's a pass to Wenger. He catches it at the 29-yard line, close to a first down at the 30. Noah Wenger with the reception on the pass from Jack Cole. And I remember those two connecting back in flag football.
10-yard pass. First and 10 for the Cardinals. They'll give it to him.
Great, crisp route run by the wide receiver for the Cardinals.
Been doing that since grade school, Greg, huh?
Yep. All right, 1st and 10. We're under a minute left to go in this first quarter, and this could be the final play of the quarter. Again, the Cardinals with two receivers split to the near side, and Jefferson is the running back behind the quarterback, Cole. He gets the handoff straight up the middle. He sprints out across the 30-yard line, dives forward to about the 33, and a pickup of 7 or 8. That could be the final play of the quarter. Clock running under 30 seconds left to go. We may get one more play off.
M.J. Shady checking into the broadcast here tonight. Says she's listening at home.
All right.
Tonight. Thank you so much. Again, email me, nickr@wftl.com.
Final play of the first quarter, 2nd down and 2 from the 33-yard line. Handoff straight up the middle and stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain is Jefferson, the running back, and that'll end the first quarter of play. And the score reads the Fond du Lac High School Cardinals 7, Appleton West nothing. We'll be back in a moment.
At Summit Automotive, we treat you like family.
We're right here off Highway 41 in Fond du Lac.
And we have one of the largest selections of vehicles.
That's right, over 400 to choose from.
At Summit Automotive.
New Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams.
And one of the largest used car and truck selections.
That means you can drive one home today.
We'll give you our best deals.
Our best service.
Our best value.
You have our word on it.
Hablamos español.
Come see us. We'll go
the extra mile for you.
At Summit Automotive, Fond du Lac.
Back at Fruth Field, the Cardinals with the football leading 7-0. And to take us through the rest of the first half, Nick Rush. Nick?
Thanks, Greg. Cardinals, again, 3rd down and 2. Start of the second quarter. Jack Cole will look at the center and hand off to Keon Jefferson. Keough bounces his way out to the right-hand side, and he got covered up by Appleton West after an initial burst of speed. Appleton West was quick to get there to him, making the stop Noah Garcia for Appleton West, and he did, I believe, get enough for a first down. Yeah, they moved the chains. Just got enough.
Yep, he as you mentioned, he bounced it a little bit to the outside. There wasn't a lot of running room, but he only needed 3.
Yeah. Ball at the near hash. Receivers both ways for the Cardinals. Jack Cole will duck in and hand off to Keon Jefferson, left side of the offensive line. Looks to make a seam happen. Doesn't get it initially, and found a way to squeak through along that left-hand side of the offense, and there'll be a gain of a couple on the play for the Cardinals.
Colton Sobel at fullback laid a block that enabled Jefferson to make something out of nothing. Literally, it looked like he was hit in the backfield, and Colton Sobel with a great block, and Jefferson was able to squeeze through and pick up 3.
Wide side of the field is the near side here. A couple of receivers split out to the far side for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Running on the pistol formation. Jack Cole will take, turn, hand, and the handoff goes for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Number 23, Levi Burns, Greg, getting his first call of the evening. And he'll get swallowed up after a 2-yard gain on the play. Gets the ball up near the 40-yard line. Actually 38.
Levi Burns, he's not a very big guy, but he is quick. You talk about speed, 5 feet 7 inches, but if he's able to turn the corner, he can be tough to bring down. He's got a lot of speed. He returns the kickoffs for the Cardinals.
Justin Marotic, 1,700 yards a season ago. He's the all-time leading rusher in Fond du Lac Cardinal football history. Now they'll duck in under the I formation. Jack Cole will fake the handoff, and now we'll look downfield and throw to a receiver for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. That's going to be short of the first down. That's Colton Sabo, the fullback, bounced out from the up back in the formation, Greg. He caught it, but it's short of the first down after a couple-yard gain. Fond du Lac forced to punt.
Yeah. Jack Cole was looking downfield, but both of the receivers well covered in Appleton West territory, and Cole quickly checked down, saw that his fullback, Sabo, was in the open. It was going to be a short gain. And he was able to make the reception, but not enough for the first down.
Joe Cooper is the punter here for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Clean snap. Kick is away. It's a spiraling kick. It's going to land at about the 25-yard line. Be scooped up by a player there, up to 28, up to the 30-yard line, up to the 32, and covered up by the Fond du Lac Cardinals. That is number 35, and that is number 35 for Appleton West to bring it. That's Hunter Doro, the tight end, received there, and I believe Keon Jefferson there to bring him down.
Yeah, Keon Jefferson was there on the initial hit for the Cardinals. So Appleton West will get their first possession of this second quarter, trailing 7-0. They threatened a couple of times, Nick, but mistakes have been the story in this first half for the Terrors.
2 turnovers for the Terrors. A couple of receivers to the far side of the field, one to the near side here. As a quarterback, we'll survey the defense for Appleton West. And to shift a man into motion, the fullback will shift over for a moment. And the handoff. Handoff will go to Arata. And Fond du Lac there to cover him up. Very minimal gain on the play. Dante Johnson was the first guy to him to bring him down.
And Keegan Barant was there as well for the Cardinals.
Again, that same formation. They'll split out 2 wide left and 2 wide right and work from the shotgun formation. Goffard will survey the defense, looks over the Fond du Lac 4-3 front, and will bring a man into motion to the near side of the football field. Goffard now awaiting the turn and the handoff to the running back who crosses the 45 up near the midfield, down to the 45-40, 35-30, to the 25-20, 10, 5, touchdown. Arata goes to the house, 66 yards. There is a flag down.
He needed 1 block at the line of scrimmage, and he got it. And he got to the sidelines at about the 45-yard line, and he was gone. Nobody was going to catch him.
There's an illegal motion against Appleton West. Fond du Lac in the first quarter had a touchdown called back because of a penalty, and now Appleton West, a touchdown called back because of a penalty. But a great run by Arata as he took it 66 yards to the house.
Showing that if he gets into the secondary, look out.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Yeah, he's got another level.
Both teams have some speedy players on offense in the backfield, and Appleton West on that play showing that you got to bring this guy down right away. If he gets into the backfield, it's trouble.
You've been to the Banta Bowl a couple times, haven't you? Up at Appleton?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Nice facility.
Good place to watch a football game.
Yeah.
Good place to call a football game.
The home of the Terrors, Appleton West there. Fond du Lac is at Appleton North next week. We'll have radio and video streaming coverage of that game. Twins either way here for Appleton West, and Goffard will turn and hand off, and the handoff is going to go again to a running back in the backfield, and that back, I believe, is number 34, and that's Montre Walters. View there to bring him down for the Cardinals.
Good job by View at his linebacker position, making the stop for the Cardinals, getting penetration in the backfield of Appleton West. He's been in on a couple of tackles here tonight.
Montre Walters in the backfield now, Greg, just a sophomore for Appleton West. 3rd and 14, and they fumble the football. He's going to pick it up and roll it to the right. Dante Johnson on his heels. He's going to throw downfield, and that's incomplete.
Dante Johnson putting pressure, got into the backfield, chasing the quarterback Gofford, forcing Gofford to throw off balance, and he still almost completed that play. But good defense by the Cardinals, and in the secondary, Zach Waljasper was back there defending. Good job on the play, and the Cardinals force Appleton West to punt the ball away. And all of this comes after that penalty that takes away a game-tying touchdown.
Yeah, it does. Number 26, Reggie Hernandez, the senior, out there to receive the punt from Appleton West. The punter is number 33, and that's Noah Garcia. Snap is a little high, turns it up, and will kick it away to Hernandez. Hernandez will take it at the 40. 45 up to midfield, Greg, and he's shoved out of bounds at about the 48, but in Appleton West territory.
18-yard punt return by Hernandez. When you get those line drive punts, it doesn't take long for the ball to get to the return man, and that was the case. And once he caught the ball, didn't hesitate one bit, running straight up the middle of the football field. And so the Cardinals, with outstanding field position in terror territory, with 8.5 minutes left to go in the first half.
Cardinals scored on average, Greg, 37 a game last season. They've been limited so far to 7 points here in the first half. Ball is at the far hash of the football field toward the Appleton West sideline. Fond du Lac Cardinals moving toward the south end zone here at Fruth. Working from the pistol formation, they'll turn and hand to Keon Jefferson. He saw one seam and now will bounce it out to the right-hand side, and he's tripped up and brought down. Just lost his footing, and a couple of white shirts to trip him up. Minimal gain on the play. About 3 yards by Keon.
Yeah, we had Nick Hoffman making a stop for Appleton West along with Nick Brinkman. And number 57, Matthew Boyda, also making the stop for Appleton West after a gain of 3.
Ball at the near hash for the Cardinals, and receivers are split out to the near side. Now Jack Cole will ball fake and throw it over to the flats. That's going to be a receiver for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, and spinning his way goes out of bounds for the Cardinals. That is Noah Wenger with the pass there.
Took one step back from the line of scrimmage, and then Cole throws it to Noah. Wenger takes off down the sideline, and again, with very quick. Noah Wenger, if he gets to the sideline, he can be difficult to bring down, and he picks up almost a first down, gets inside the 39, right to the 39-yard line, so 3rd down and a yard.
Sam Fredrickson, the large, tall, wide out, split up, top of your screen. There's the turn, the handle to Keon Jefferson, who will get through the first wave, Greg, and he'll get a first down for Fond du Lac up near the 31-yard line. And Josh Nieves in on the stop for Appleton West. And goes from the 39 down to the 31 for 8.
Once again, the Cardinal offensive line doing a good job of opening up holes. Jason Schneider, Ben Roosh, Tanner Catry doing a good job up front for the Redbirds.
Jack Cole will turn and hand to Keon Jefferson through the middle of the Appleton West defense, and he'll get a couple. And number 65 for Appleton West there to help him down, Josh Pitts, Jr. for Appleton West. And Alex Averitz watching from Georgia tonight. R. Scott Blamey is watching as well, saying go Cardinals from R. Scott, Angie Faith, and Brooklyn Bierschbach. Heather Lindstrom, the Lindstrom clan, viewing tonight's action as well. And there's the handoff to Keon Jefferson, bulldozing his way over the 25, down near about the 24.
Sets up a 3rd down and 3 situation for the Cardinals with the ball resting at the Terror 24-yard line. They need to get just outside the 21 for a first down, so it's third and a full 3 yards to go for Fond du Lac.
Fredrickson split out near, no receivers far side. Ball working from the near hash near the Fond du Lac sidelines. And there's the handoff to Keon, bouncing it out, now trying to cut it back upfield and brought down. I don't know if he got it, Greg. He's close.
Second effort, got the ball near the first down. I think he's got the first down by about a half yard. I think he's got the first down. Are we going to have a measurement?
They're going to call it 5. That'll be a first down.
Yep. I don't think he got 5 yards, maybe 3.5, but I think that's good enough for a first down.
Officials will signal first down. Got a full press box here tonight. Timmy Hansen over here. PA announcer running controls.
Do they turn on the air conditioning in the second half?
You didn't bring your fan. You forgot your fan. That's
yeah.
From the pistol, here's Jack Cole. Cole will ball fake to Keon Jefferson, roll to the right-hand side, throw across his body, and that's slapped away by Appleton West on the defensive side. Good penetration by the defense. Appleton West, Noah Garcia was the defensive back, Greg, to swat it away.
He had 3 choices, and any one of them, all of the receivers were in the open to some degree, but Drew Jorgensen, who was in the middle, was wide in the open on that play. And let's see what the Cardinals do here with open field to the far side.
Cardinals with a second down and 10, and they'll ball fake to Jefferson. Jack Cole rolling to the left-hand side. That's incomplete. And Net was the intended receiver on the far side of the football field, number 24. Again, it is incomplete.
So big third down play here for Fond du Lac on 2 incomplete passes. You would think, passing situation, that the Cardinals are going to put the ball up in the air again, but they've had success on the ground on this drive. So Keon Jefferson is in the backfield. Do you think, even though it's third and long, the Cardinals will try to pick up yardage here in a 4-down situation?
I think they're going to pass. Jack Cole back to pass. He'll look downfield, throw across the middle of the football field. That's going to be incomplete. It hit a couple of different players and then finally fell incomplete. Reggie Hernandez, the intended receiver for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, Greg, but that was kind of a dangerous throw. A couple of white shirts in there for Appleton West.
Double team, looked like it was going to be intercepted. It was a good, strong throw by Cole, but and he threaded the needle. I mean, he put it where it had to be placed. The problem is Hernandez was well covered on that play, and now it's 4th and 10.
Looks like Cardinals are going to take a timeout.
Do they kick a field goal here? Do they kick a field goal or go for it?
Depends how your kicker is.
maybe that's what they're going to talk about here on this timeout.
Be a, 37-yarder?
Yep.
37 yards. Ball is spotted at the 20 right now. They'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, too, during the break. Come back after this. Fond du Cardinal football, a 95-96 won the Rock.
Hi, I'm Tyler Schwartz with Agnesian Bone and Joint Health, here to give you your tip of the month. It is always important when you are attempting to make a tackle in football that you keep your head up and eyes on target. This will make sure you don't injure yourself and anyone else on the field.
Well, Greg, the Fond du Lac Cardinals are going to go for it here on 4th down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Jack Cole will take the snap, will survey the defense, he'll step up and throw downfield to the end zone, and that is incomplete. Threw into double coverage, had a seam. Joe Kuber was over there with Shanowski, and it falls incomplete, and it's going the other way.
Yeah, Zach Waljasper, I think, was the intended receiver for the Cardinals. Yep, number 44. Almost came down with it, but it was a similar situation where there was a defender in front of him and a defender behind him.
Yeah. Fond du Lac Athletic Hall of Fame will honor its class of 2016 coming up at halftime. I was told, I asked him next to me if it's going to be in a longer halftime show. I was told it's not. It's the normal minutes on the clock here. Appleton West back on offense, working from the 20-yard line, and there's a handoff to the right side of the offense. Arata will scoot forward and get a couple on the play. And I believe Keegan Brandt in on the stop here for Fondy. Under 5 minutes to play here in this the first half. We'll come back with your Badger Tire halftime report coming up at halftime here. Goffard will take the snap. He'll ball fake and play fake and roll it to the left-hand side. He'll look downfield. He'll step up and throw, and that's too high and incomplete. Intended for Blake Palo, a junior, 6'1" junior receiver. Again, it goes out of bounds. It's 3rd down and 8 for the Fond du Lac Cardinal defense.
I'll tell you something else on that last play. Also in on the tackle was Garrett Spot. Appleton West has not had much luck running his way in this first half. When they try to run to the right, Spot has been right there to force the ball inside from his defensive end position. And Appleton West has had most of their success to this side of the football field.
Put a man into motion to the far side there, and they'll turn, and he'll take off with it. Now throw to the left-hand side, and that's incomplete.
Great coverage downfield by the Cardinals. Trent Murtha was behind the receiver. Trey Halfman was in front of the receiver. And between those two, they made it very difficult for the quarterback to find his wide receiver. So great job by Halfman and Murtha in the secondary for the Cardinals.
It comes up 4th down and 8, 4:28 left to go here in the first half. Ball from the 23-yard line. Noah Garcia is the punter, and Reggie Hernandez is back deep for the Cardinals to receive the punt. Lines down, snap is clean, kick bombs away, and Reggie Hernandez to back it up, and he did not call for a fair catch, and somehow, Greg, he caught the football, and they pushed him out of bounds right away. That was close.
That was close to being interference, but it was a great play by Josh Nieves. As soon as Hernandez touched the football, he was hit, and fortunately, he held on to the ball. Good job by Hernandez holding on to the football. No return, and if he lets that ball drop, that could roll another 15 yards backward for the Cardinals. So he caught the ball, held on to it. Cardinals have good field position.
All right, Fond du Lac Cardinals, 4:20 mark. They have the ball one more time on offense from the 44-yard line. Fond du Lac in their own territory. Jack Cole will take the snap, and he'll hand the football off, and Keon Jefferson is out this drive, and Wasilewski will take the carry for the Cardinals, and he'll get a couple of yards forward there.
Keon Jefferson, we've seen him do this a couple of times. When he doesn't see a hole on the inside, he'll bounce it to the outside, right?
Right.
Wasilewski, right up the middle. Doesn't matter. I mean, he just bulldozes his way straight up the middle, hole or no hole. He'll try to make a hole and just muscle his way for a couple of yards on that play.
2nd down and 9 from the 46-yard line. There's movement, and there are yellow flags that fly up in the air. There's a false start against Fond du Lac. We'll push this thing back a little bit here.
Yep, a player on the right side of the offensive line stepped up a second or two before the snap. We'll bring up 2nd down and 13 yards to go. We're under 4 minutes left to play in the first half, Nick. Are you surprised we've only had one score in this game so far?
I am, yeah. Well, technically we've had 3, but 2 of them have been called back because of penalties. Yeah, I am just a little bit surprised based on the firepower that Fond du Lac had coming back in the backfield this season. The work from the I formation. Jack Cole will roll to his right-hand side, look downfield. That's going to be hauled in by a Fond du Lac receiver. That's number 11, Henry Lang, the tight end. And that will go forward for the 48 or so.
Yeah, about a 7-8 yard pickup. Gets the ball back to the 49-yard line and brings up 3rd and about 5 for the Cardinals. So they make up after the offside penalty. After the penalty, they get the ball back to the 49-yard line.
Jack Cole completing his 3rd pass of the football game. Working from the pistol, Cole will turn and hand to Wasilewski. Wasilewski's got some room. Greg to the 35, down to the 30-yard line. And Wasilewski will get it deep downfield into Appleton West territory, and there is a 22-yard gain.
Andrew Stone, Tanner Cottrey opening up a hole, and Wasilewski ran one way. He lowered the shoulders and ran straight ahead. Didn't try to juke any of the defenders, just ran straight ahead like a bulldozer and picked up about 20 yards on the play for a Cardinal first down.
Timeout on the field. We'll step aside for a timeout. 2:42 left to go in the first half. 7-0 Fond du Lac Cardinals. This is Fond du Cardinal football on 95 and 96.1 The Rock and video streamed at radioplusinfo.com.
Few careers offer the advantages you'll find at Charter. As a member of the Charter team, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to more than 24 million customers. We offer our employees competitive salary, growth opportunities, comprehensive benefits, and more. If you want to play an important role in your company and make an impact on your career, join the Charter team today. Take a look at a few positions open in your area.
Fond du Lac Cardinals with the football, and Keon Jefferson, Greg, comes back in on this drive, and he'll take it forward for about 5 or 6.
Again, blocking up front. The first person to hit the hole was Colton Sobel, the fullback. He led the way on the play, and Keon Jefferson with a good move to the outside and then cutting it back to his left to pick up about 6 yards on the play. So good run by Jefferson.
Lamira leads Horicon Eustisford, that co-op team, 14-8 at the half. The Orioles lead Randolph 13-0. That is approaching halftime as well. Jack Cole will play fake. Now he'll roll to the right-hand side. That's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, they're going to say that Henry Lang trapped. The ball was behind him. The pass was thrown behind him. Also want to mention Luke Miller, 6'1", 255 on the right side of that offensive line. On that last run by Jefferson, Miller really did a good job on his right tackle position to push the defensive end for Appleton West off the line of scrimmage.
When you bounce it out, as the Cardinals do, if you're a defensive end, you want to try to stay home as much as you can. If you get pushed out, then there's outside contain issues and the whole thing. 3rd down and 5, high snap. Cole rips it down, throws to Reggie Hernandez. Hernandez inside the 20, down near the 18 to the 15-yard line, Greg.
And again, Miller, I watched him on that play. I wanted to see what he was going to do. He pushed his man back inside and backward off the line of scrimmage to open up the right-hand side. And Noah Wenger gave a key block as he was split out wide to the right as well to spring the receiver for first down yardage.
First down and 10. Ball gets down to the 17-yard line after an 8-yard gain. Jack Cole with twin receivers split out far side. Ball fake, slapped, and now that's going to go for Reggie Hernandez. Ball is loose on the turf. And they say he was down, though.
That was a close play, but it wouldn't have mattered because Keon Jefferson was there to pick it up. But it looked to me like when he was hit, it was very close, okay? It was very close, but it looked like as he was hit, the ball was coming out. You'd have to see that. I don't know if we've got replay on that, but doesn't matter. It's incomplete.
2nd down and 6 again from the 17-yard line. Better get my binoculars out and look down the ball at the far hash here. Working from the pistol, twin receiver split out to the far side of the football field. Keon Jefferson gets gobbled up immediately, Greg, stopped and driven backwards. Offensive line didn't get a good push on that. And number 58 for Appleton West, that is Clay Leitner, the first guy to him to bring him down after no gain on the play.
I think he even lost a little bit on that play. So it's 3rd and 7. The ball is back near just outside the 14-yard line of the Terrors.
Jack Cole surveys the defense, and a passing play. He'll throw, and that's incomplete.
Intended for Drew Jorgensen in the pass, just a little bit high. I'll tell you what, Jack Cole, he's not huge. What is he, about 6 foot, 160 pounds?
Yep.
He's got an arm.
Yeah, he does.
He's got a strong arm, and he throws a tight spiral as well. Look, this is the first game of the year, and the receivers and the quarterback, everybody still trying to get a feel for each other. Now the Cardinals are going to attempt a field goal.
32-yard field goal from the 14 where it's going to be snapped. The holder is Jimmy Diener, and the kicker, now a timeout on the field. They'll stop play as Hernandez looked to
Jared Shabrell.
I'm sorry, Jared Shabrell is the kicker.
Right.
Yep. Looks to try to add to the Fond du Lac Cardinals score. There's 27 seconds left to go here in the half. We'll take a timeout and come back after this to Fruth on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
It's all imported cheeses. This is a fondue party, Mike.
I realize that, Alan. Taco Bell has these new burritos with warm melted cheese in the center.
This is a Gorgonzola Gruyere medley.
This is a 3-cheese blend plus nacho cheese sauce medley.
The best way to serve warm melted cheese is in the center of a beefy burrito. New cheesy core burritos only at Taco Bell.
To the right, and both teams with multiple scoring opportunities in the first half, and so far the only score has been the touchdown pass from quarterback Jack Cole to Devin Shanowski, the receiver for the Cardinals. And now with 22 seconds left, if you're Appleton West, I know you want to get on the board, but I would think the way this game has gone, you just take a knee, go into the locker room at halftime trailing only by 1.
I would agree. We'll see what Appleton West will do here, if they'll do just that. Goffard will await the snap, get the formation set here for the Terrors. Terrors got to be pleased, down just 7-0. Fond du Lac ranked number 12 in the state in Division 1. And he's going to take off with it himself. Goffard's got the football, and he'll spin his way to the 35, up near the 37-yard line. And the clock will stop momentarily as they adjust the chains here for the first down. And there's a stop of play again.
Goffard on the first snap of the football game. Remember that?
Yep.
Ran it straight up the middle for, 12? Something like that? On this play, second time he's carried the football, and the same thing. Straight up the middle, got about 15 yards on the play. 14 seconds left. Does that mean anything? I know the quarterback's stopping the ball, but are they going to play it safe here again, do you think? Or
I would think they'd play it safe again. That run that you're referring to, the longest run for Appleton West in the football game, the first run of the football game. 2nd down and 10 from the 37-yard line with 14 seconds left to go. And they will take off with the football, and that's Goffard again on the right side, gobbled up, and time will stop momentarily. A timeout taken by Appleton West. So that's their final timeout here of the half. Badger Tire halftime show is on the way. Chance to catch up with some area sports scores from our listening area. This is game 1 of our doubleheader this weekend here on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. Springs plays Shiocton tomorrow night. And Springs beat Shiocton a couple of times last season. Beat them in the first game of the season at their house. Then they beat them here in the playoffs.
the good news is tomorrow it's not going to be as hot and humid as it is right now. I mean, it is. I don't know if it's just the booth, but it's
there's very little air through this booth. And they let the time melt away here in the half after the timeout. Your score at the half, Fond du Lac 7 and Appleton West 0 on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. A 5-play, 30-yard drive capped off by a 5-yard touchdown pass to Devin Shadowski makes your score, the only score of the half, 7-0 Fond du Lac at the half. We'll take a timeout, come back after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
To feel good about your smile and your dentist, visit Sorauer Dental. They are dedicated to personalized dental care. So for your family dental needs, visit Dr. Todd Sorauer at 845 South Main Street in Fond du Lac.
Mike Ottness were the members of that team. Here comes Hans now. Where's Hans? Hans, wave your hand. There's Hans. The 1975 WIAA State Championship golf team. In attendance tonight, Terry Flesh. Raise your hands, Terry. Mike Flesh and Mike Schaefer. The others that could not attend, head coach Bob Johnson, Tom Touches, Dr. Doug Otopolik, Perry Ward, Tom Hanser, Jeff Suling, Tom Bogues, and Gene Strizik. And the 1978 Girls State Championship Golf Team. Here tonight along with head coach Gail Wilfong, who's out at the 45-yard line. We have Lisa Huxhold and Courtney Castle-Almond. Came back from Marietta, Georgia tonight. Those other team members were Linda Lawrence Adams, Shirley Bloomfield, Kathy Whitty Burkett, Tracy Chamberlain, and Barb Casper. Congratulations to the golf teams tonight being inducted to the Hall of Fame. All right, our inductees this year. Our first one up, William Bill Parker. Bill attended Fond du Lac High School from 1946 to 1949 and earned 7 letters in football, basketball, and track. In football, Bill was a member of the conference championship team in 1948. In track, he was a 2-time state qualifier in 48 and 49 and was the track team captain in 48. Bill served in the U.S. military from 1949 to 1962, initially serving at Fort Riley, Kansas, and then transferring to the Wisconsin National Guard 32nd Red Arrow Division. He was promoted to Staff Sergeant in 1952 and served during the Korean War. He was called back to active duty for the Berlin Crisis and served at Fort Lewis, Washington in 1961.
Welcome back to Fruth Memorial Field in Fond du Lac. Nick Rush, Greg Stensland. Fond du Lac Cardinals lead the Appleton West Terrors 7-0 as we are at halftime. Welcome to your Badger Tire halftime show. Coverage of tonight's game presented in part by your Edward Jones financial advisors, Dan Sprader, Ben Berchi, Pam Tellefson, Steve Millen, Doug Shireman, and Jeff Wills of Fond du Lac. Also, Dr. Kathy Doyle and her team realize that teamwork is the key to success. From the team at Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, call 907-1400, 907-1400. The only scoring, Greg, of the first half, a 5-play, 30-yard drive, 5-yard touchdown reception by Devin Shanowski in the end zone, made it 7-0 Fond du Lac. That was at the 7:41 mark of the first quarter.
And that was set up by an interception by Dante Johnson, 6 foot, 265-pound defensive lineman for the Cardinals, had a pass thrown right at him, and he picked it off. And a few plays later, the Cardinals moved inside the 10-yard line, and then a great job by quarterback Jack Cole finding his receiver Devin Shanowski in the end zone for the touchdown. Both teams have had touchdowns called back, correct?
They have indeed.
Yeah. And Fond du Lac's had other opportunities to score. Down near the end of the first half, they had an opportunity to score. And it's the first game of the season. These players are getting used to each other, and you can see areas where, the Cardinals, it's just going to take to get a couple games under their belt to get into the flow of things. But you can tell that this team's got a lot of talent. They've got a lot of speed. They've got some strong guys up front.
There was a pass that was called back because of a hold down to Reggie Hernandez, who caught it at the 2 and spun his way to the end zone. Cardinals were holding on that play, got it brought back, and a pretty nice run, a 66-yard run by number 25, Arata, for Appleton West.
Right.
That was called back because of a hold as well. Your statistics for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, number 41, Colton Wasilewski, with 34 yards rushing, 25 yards and a touchdown for Jack Cole through the air. And I have 66 yards for Keon Jefferson in the football game tonight. Appleton West, Alec Goffard, their quarterback, with 17 yards rushing, and Urata with 11 yards rushing so far tonight.
20 of those yards by Wasilewski on one play.
Mm-hmm.
Big run straight up the middle as it looked like the Cardinals were going to go in for another score at the end of the first half. So defensively, the Cardinals, with the exception of that one run that was called back, I think have done a good job of holding Appleton West. By the same token, you've got to give the Terrors credit as well on defense. Neither team has really been able to get a long, sustained drive, right?
Right.
I mean, the Cardinals have always had pretty decent field
yeah.
position, right? So we'll see if they make any adjustments at halftime.
Quarterback Ethan Herbst, leading receiver Bryce Gale, they were with Appleton West last season. They graduated, but Pat Orada, talking about him, finished nearly 1,000 yards last season. So he was a pretty good back. And Appleton West last year lost to the first couple of games of the season. They actually were 0-3. And then they did a nice job of qualifying and making the playoffs for the first time in 11 years. So that tells you Brett Engen is the head coach of Appleton West, and what a nice job they did down the stretch. This is your Badger Tire halftime show on 95 and 96.1 The Rock. It is the Fond du Lac Athletic Hall of Fame night tonight. Todd Bester, Kendra Frederick, Kevin Grader, Erica Larson-Barron, Marty Paulson, Gail Wilfong, Bill Parker are the inductees this year. And you see them right now being honored near midfield, Greg.
Todd Bester was quarterback for the Cardinals back when he went to school here. Marty Paulson, one of the best baseball coaches in the state of Wisconsin. So it's good to see these former Goodrich High School athletes being honored here at halftime.
Badger Tire halftime report continues. We will take a timeout, come back with some scoring updates from around the area on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
All right, welcome back to Fruth Memorial Field. Greg Stensland, Nick Rush, the Cardinals are back out. Well, they're still in the end zone, getting the halftime talk from their head coach, Mike Ganavik. Appleton West is back out on the field. We're just about ready to start this second half. Couple minutes away. The Cardinals lead at 7-0. And, you know, you were going over some of those statistics. How close is Jack Cole, though, to throwing like a couple of touchdown passes, making some big plays? One thing I'm impressed with the junior quarterback, and he's thrown into some tight windows tonight. You would agree with that, but I'm impressed when he drops back, if he's got time, not when he's rolling out throwing downfield, but when he's had time in the pocket, I'm impressed with how strong his arm is, how tight that spiral is. He throws a nice football, doesn't he?
He does indeed, and you know, the quarterback position is going to be a little bit different this year. We're used to Jack Nijedlo from a couple of years ago and Quinn Wolfel last year. Those guys and their ability to run the option and run the option effectively. At any one given point in time, you'd tee off. You would key on Justin Murata getting that rock, and then they would take the option. He'd keep it himself on the option play and take it downfield. Cardinals don't have that to the extent that they have in years past this year. So if it's going to be a run, it's going to be a run. And Jack Cole has got maybe even more arm strength when he's poised and in the pocket than when he's scrambling around and running there. But I agree, he can shoot a laser downfield. So again, we'll see if they can implement the option at some point this season.
It's going to be a situation, and you've heard when you watch college football, professional football, you hear the announcers talking about, you know, establishing a running game, mixing it up, balancing your offensive attack, and everything kind of works off of that. And that's going to be the key to the Cardinals' success on offense this year. You've got that change of pace running back tandem with, we saw Wasilewski just running it straight ahead. I mean, he gets the football and he's got his eyes down, his shoulders down, and he's running straight ahead. He's not veering to the left or right. And then you've got Keon Jefferson, who's been able to bounce it to the outside, change direction, has great agility. If they're able to move the ball, then Nijedlo can work. And we've seen Jack Cole do this a couple of times tonight, where he works off the play action and is able to step up in the pocket and throw the ball downfield. Then he's got more options, but that will take time for these players to develop that cohesiveness, that chemistry. This is the first game of the year, so it'll come.
Badger Tire has our halftime show on 95 and 96.1 The Rock and video streamed at radioplusinfo.com. La Follette leads Janesville Craig at the half, 35-21. Pewaukee over West Bend West at halftime, 23-7. Taking a peek at some other scores. Almond Bancroft leads Fall River 20-8, and that score is at the half. Columbus leads Ripon 21-0. Jake Smith, a couple of touchdown runs for the Columbus Cardinals. Kewaskum is tied at the half as well. Middleton leading Madison Memorial 21-3. Green Bay Preble over Bayport 28-27. That ball game is in the second half as well. Randolph trailing to North Fond du Lac. That is 20-0 at the half. And that's what I have for your local scores at halftime. Other games, Greg, going on in the conference, crossing over non-conference play. Kimberly is at Titan Stadium. That game at a 5 o'clock kick. Appleton, or Oshkosh North, it is hosting Kimberly. Kokona and Hortonville tonight. Wausau East and Marshfield. Appleton East is at Neenah tonight. DC Everest is at Wisconsin Rapids. And the second game of the doubleheader at Titan Stadium up in Oshkosh. Appleton North is at Oshkosh West. Next week, Fond du Lac will travel to Appleton North as they take on the Lightning.
All right. We're just about ready to get this second half underway. Cardinals up 7-0. And Fond du Lac will be receiving to start this second half.
And Greg Stensland will have the call in the third quarter.
All right, we've got Hernandez back deep along with Levi Burns. They're standing back at their 5-yard line, and Appleton West has the ball teed up. Andrew Berry tees it up at the 40-yard line. The Cardinals in this second half will be moving from left to right across your radio dial, north to south at Fruth Field toward the scoreboard on the south end of the football field.
Turning the lights up here in the box. Can't see.
There we go.
Warm, humid night at Fruth. National Exchange Bank and Trust, Radom and Stone, Taco Bell, Cornelius, the Pump and Pantry, McNamara and Teal, Kathy Kelly, Doyle Dentistry, Summit Automotive, Anders Auto Parts, our sponsors of the broadcast.
Barry with the high end-over-end kick, and it's going to be taken by Levi Burns at his 5, down the left side across the 15, squirts out across the 20 to the 25-yard line, and is finally dropped at about the 28. So a 25-yard kickoff return for the 5'7", 140-pound senior for Fond du Lac High School, Levi Burns.
Fond du Lac will take over at their 27-yard line, get a first crack at the Fond du Lac Cardinal offense here today in the second half.
Colton Sobel at fullback, and Keon Jefferson, the tailback, Jack Cole, with wide receivers split to the near side. The tight end is Henry Lang. Again, out of the shotgun formation. Cole will drop straight back into the pocket. Fire on the near side. Caught at the 30-yard line by Cooper. Dropped immediately. And then a late penalty flag in the offensive backfield. Could be a late hit on the quarterback?
I think so. Noah Garcia was there to gobble up Cooper right away. Officials are looking right now at Appleton West. And I think this is against Fond du Lac. No, against Appleton West.
Late hit, roughing the passer.
Okay.
So that will be an automatic first down for the Cardinals. And the pass was caught at the 30-yard line. That would have been a 2-yard gain, but as it is, it's a 15-yard penalty, and that'll move the ball all the way out to the 45-yard line. I was watching the reception on the near side, and as soon as Cooper caught the ball and was hit, all of a sudden I see this penalty flag flying in the backfield. So it didn't appear that it was a holding call because it was a late penalty flag, and it was a late hit by Appleton West. First down and 10, Cardinals at their own 45-yard line. Second play of the second quarter, Hernandez goes in motion. The handoff straight up the middle to Jefferson, moving his legs out across the 46 to the 47. Following the surge of the offensive line out to the 49-yard line, so a pickup of 4 yards on the play before Andy Yates brought him down. Again, blocking up front, Andrew Stone was there, and I think Tanner Cattry was also making a good block for the Cardinals. It's second down and 7. We'll say a long 6 at the 49-yard line. Movement on the defensive line, and it looks like Appleton West jumped offside, but were they drawn? There were about 4 players for Appleton West who jumped across the line of scrimmage. The question is, were they drawn offside?
I think so. I don't think a Fond du Lac Cardinal moved. Appleton West jumped, and that will be another penalty against the Terrors.
Yep.
Colin, Sam, Maya, and Bone Hamburg checking in from Montello. Big metropolis of Montello tonight. If you are listening to the broadcast or viewing it, you can shoot me an email. It is nickr@wfdl.com, nickr@wfdl.com.
Second down and 1 from the Terror 46-yard line. Here is Jefferson, goes off left tackle inside the 45, dives ahead for a first down to the 44. He needed 1, and he got 2.
Did indeed. Number 65 for Appleton West to bring him down. Josh Pitts, after he crossed the first down marker there, but again, gets enough.
10 minutes, 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter. It's just the start of this second half. There's only been one score in this ball game, and it belongs to the Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown pass from Jack Cole to Devin Shanowski.
We were used to last season lighting up the scoreboard and highlight reel after highlight reel, and it's not the case yet. Kind of feeling some things out. Fond du Lac, they were overall happy and pleased at their scrimmage last week as well.
First down and 10 from the 44. There's a bad snap. Good job by Cole getting the ball and then scrambling for his life behind the line of scrimmage and bounced out of bounds all the way back to the Cardinal 45-yard line, a loss of 11 on the play. But the snap was a little high. It slipped out of Cole's hands. He did a good job of just grabbing onto the football and preventing it from getting away.
It was like he was taking a pass from a guard on the basketball court. That's how it was when he brought it down and rolled to the right-hand side. And Jack Cole, pretty good basketball player in his own right out there, too.
Yeah.
Pretty good athlete.
Second down and 21 yards to go. Two receivers are split to the far side. Keon Jefferson, the tailback. Cole, a couple of steps back, fires a slant pattern over the middle, but it hits the ground before it gets to the intended receiver, Peyton Nett, who was slicing across the field from left to right, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 21.
Fond du Lac Cardinals have a long way to go here, and what I'm surprised at, Greg, I have not seen a lot of pass patterns thrown in the way of Sam Fredrickson, the nice tall wide receiver for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals need to get to the 34-yard line of the Terrors on 3rd down and 21. Cole play action. This time he's looking deep right-hand side. Hernandez makes the catch at the 20-yard line, and he's down at the 19, and they're going to say incomplete. They're going to say he was bobbling the ball. Didn't have possession.
The ball, didn't have control.
Looked like a good catch, but the referees were right on top of it. Wow, that would have been a huge play. And as a result of the incomplete, it'll bring up 4th and 21, and the Cardinals will have to punt.
Cardinals move the chains, but on penalties.
Yeah.
And again, Cooper set to kick it away here. Joe, returning punter from a season ago.
And the punter we're going to get a roughing the punter penalty. Will give the Cardinals a first down. The punt is taken by number 35, Doro, and he cuts around the right-hand side across the 35 out close to the 35. But we're going to get a roughing the kicker penalty here, and the penalty will move the ball.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
15 yards, so it'll still be 4th down.
It will not be an automatic first down.
Right, it's not an automatic first down. That'll be a 15-yard penalty, so it'll still be 4th down and 5, but maybe the Cardinals go for it.
Well, you have a unique situation where it'll be just across, midfield. It'll be 4th down and 6.
Right.
Ball will be pushed up.
Let's see where they mark the ball. They're going to mark it at midfield, so it's from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, 15 yards from that spot. Okay, so they'll still kick it. So, a net, what would that be? A net 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's what it amounts to. Hunter Doro back for Appleton West at the 15-yard line, and Cooper to punt the ball away again. There's the snap. This time he gets it away, and there's no contact. High spiraling kick. Doro calls for the fair catch at the 18-yard line, and that's where Appleton West will start 1st and 10.
There's a penalty flag down. I thought I saw some movement out up front, and the officials are talking about it. I think the Cardinals jumped early.
If I'm Appleton West, I make them kick the ball again.
Yeah.
That was a great punt by Cooper. Let's see, that was 10, 20, 30, 40, almost 35-yard punt. So I'd back him up, make him punt again. We've noticed that from time to time, ball seems to be a little slippery. What are they going to do?
Penalty against Fond du Lac. It will be declined. Yeah, legal procedure. Yeah, I thought I saw some movement there, but Appleton West will take over now.
All right. 1st and 10 for the Terrors.
Did you play football? You were in high school?
I played football for a little while. I wasn't very good, but I played.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
All right. You got that block off the field in such a hurry, though, that after kickoffs, you did a nice job with the tees, too.
Yep. 1st and 10 Terrors at their own 19-yard line. They've got 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And the quarterback, Goffert, now with the toss, right-hand side to Arata. He gets the corner at the 25 and bounced out of bounds close to the first down marker out near the 30. I think he's going to be a yard or two shy of the first down.
First time that we've seen that play tonight, that little pitch play over there. And got the corner. Fond du Lac got sucked in on the left side of the defense. Where outside contained, you got to hold that side. They got sucked in down, and the quarterback read it, Greg, and flipped it out, and they got 9.
Goffard on 2nd down and 1 from the Appleton West 28-yard line. Up the middle to Doro. He's across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and he picks up a Terror first down, and that will stop the clock momentarily as the chains are moved with 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this first half. Great job by the Fond du Lac Marching Band in the stands tonight for halftime.
They put on a show.
They do put on a show.
They do. I mean, they're great.
We saw their preview last night. There's a pass into the flat, dropped by an open receiver, and Keegan Barant was there. The receiver for Appleton West saw Barant out of the corner of his eye and turned to go upfield before he had possession of the football. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball right at Appleton West's 30-yard line. This has been a long first half because a lot of incomplete passes, stoppages of play.
Yep. Fond du Lac Cardinals gave up about 13 points last season a game.
Play action, rolling out to his left is Doro, and he throws downfield intended for Reeder, and it falls incomplete, but we're going to have a pass interference penalty against the Cardinal. The defender
turned him around.
Yeah, he did. Zach Waljasper, I think, is going to be whistled for pass interference, and that'll be an automatic first down for Appleton West.
Turned him right around, had the right idea, just lost him in the mix of trying to cover him, and a lot of contact there before the ball was hauled in against Fond du Lac.
So an automatic first down. Appleton West has had their most success throwing the ball when their quarterback Goffard's been on the move, right?
Yeah, he's not a pocket passer.
No.
He doesn't stay in there. It's almost like, Greg, he feels more comfortable when he's on the run and when he's making something happen downfield.
Yep.
Looking for receivers.
1st and 10, Appleton West at their own 45-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark, and again, wide receivers left and right, and now a man in motion through the backfield. Goffard will turn, hand off to Arata, hit at the line of scrimmage, spin move out across the 46 to about the 47-yard line for a pickup of about 2.
Ben View has been on the stop a numerous amount of times here
tonight. That's his 4th or 5th tackle of the evening, I think.
Yep.
Boy, Ben View hits hard, doesn't he? Garrett Spott's been in on a couple of tackles tonight as well. 2nd down and 8 from the 47-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Goffard will roll out to the near side, and he is surrounded, and then he breaks out of a tackle across midfield to the 45, into Cardinal territory, down the sideline to the 40, inside the 30 to the 20, cuts it back up inside the 15, and finally dropped from behind at the 10-yard line. But how in the world did he get out of trouble back near the 45-yard line?
It looked like he was swallowed up by a bunch of defenders, and somehow he found out his way out of it, and and a lot of defenders were in that area. So after he got out of it, he had a ways to run, and he's a pretty quick quarterback. And that'll be a 43 yards downfield, Greg.
They're going to mark the ball where, at the 10?
Yeah.
Just inside the 10-yard line on the right hash mark.
1st and goal.
All right. Goffard calling signals. Wide receivers left and right. Turns, hands off to Arata, right tackle down near the 6-yard line. And dropped at about the 5. A gain of 5. It'll be second down and goal. Appleton West knocking on the door, trying to tie this game with little over 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Grebe and Johnson over to make the stop for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Time for the Cardinal defensive line to tighten up. This is where the Cardinals were back in the first quarter when Jack Cole hit Devin Shanowski for the only Cardinal and the only score of the game to this point. Second down and goal just outside the Cardinal 5 on the right hash mark, rolling out to his left. Goffard, now he steps up into the pocket, cuts inside the 5-yard line, dives forward to about the 3.
Grebe brought him down.
It'll be third and goal.
Grebe stepped up, brought him down. Looked initially like he had a seam to the end zone with a receiver. Couldn't find him right away, had a tuck and run.
Third and goal just outside the Cardinal 3. Ball near the right hash mark. Up to the line of scrimmage. Can the Cardinals get a goal line stand here and maintain their lead? Again, out of the shotgun. Goffard with Arata at fullback. Goffard going to fake the handoff, throw into the corner of the end zone, and he overthrows everybody. Incomplete. It'll be fourth and goal. Does Appleton West go for it on fourth down, or do they just try to get on the scoreboard here with a field goal?
You haven't been down here too many times, Craig. I would think that they're going to go here with fourth down and goal to go. Good credit on that far side near the far pylon by Reggie Hernandez. He had coverage on that far side.
Well, they've got open field to the near side. Let's see if Goffard's going to roll out toward this part of the football field on fourth and goal, and now the Cardinals are going to call a timeout.
Dante Johnson for the timeout for the Cardinals there with under 6 to play here in this quarter number 3.
7-0, Fond du Lac in the lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Tyler Schwartz with Magnesium Bone and Joint Health, here to give you your tip of the game. Just like it's important to know the plays of the game, it's important to know certain things to look for when it comes to a concussion. If you suspect your son or daughter may have a concussion, certain things you want to look for are confusion, slurred speech, a dazed or stunned look, or clumsy or labored movements. If you see any of these signs or symptoms in your son or daughter, it's important for you to get them in to see a qualified healthcare professional as soon as possible.
Fourth down and goal to go for Appleton West. Fans on the Fond du Lac side stomping their feet on the bleachers, hoping for a goal line stand. Ball just outside the Cardinal 3-yard line. Appleton West knocking on the door. Goffard's going to throw into the corner of the end zone. Caught, touchdown. What a catch in the right corner of the end zone.
That's number 10 and Joey Reeder.
Yep, Joey Reeder, 6'6". Fond du Lac has Fredrickson, and Appleton West has their version at 6'6". Joey Reeder, wide receiver. They didn't hesitate at all on that play, did they?
You can't blame coverage on that. They had pretty good coverage to the far pylon. He just went up and got it, just like a jump basketball. You can't blame coverage. He had a couple of inches on the defender. I'm not sure who that was on that far side. Couple of Fondy Cardinals over there, but West a point away.
All right, extra point to tie the game is on its way, and it's good. With 5:52 left to play in the third quarter, score tied at 7. Appleton West and Fond du Lac will be back in a moment. Welcome back to Fruth. Greg Stensland and Nick Rush, just under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and Appleton West has tied it up on a 5-yard touchdown pass, a 3-yard touchdown pass from their quarterback to their big wide receiver, Goffard to Joey Reeder, the 6'6", 220-pound senior wide receiver. And now the Cardinals offense will get the ball back.
8 plays, 72 yards, Greg, on that drive.
All right, taken by Levi Burns down the sideline, out across the 30 to the 35-40 midfield, and all the way into Appleton West territory to the 47-yard line. A great return by Levi Burns.
Burns with a nice second burst of speed. Once he got those afterburners going, he was that close to taking it.
All right, so the Cardinals answer that Appleton West touchdown with an explosive play on special teams. And do we have a penalty flag? I think we do.
Officials are.
This one might be coming back.
Yep.
See the penalty flag? It's down near the 23-yard line, right where he got his block, right? So probably a clip or a holding happened right there. Right where you talked about his getting his burst of speed.
Yeah, maybe there was a reason for that burst of speed. And they'll bring it back on a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, Greg, to the 13.
So instead of having, let's see, that's 10, 20, 30. That's almost a 40-yard penalty. They would have had the ball inside Appleton West territory. Instead, the Cardinals starting from their own 13, 14-yard line. Here's the toss sweep. Wozleski trying to turn the corner around the right side. Gets out to the 15, maybe to the 16-yard line. Henry Lang getting a block there, but a pickup of a 3 yards on the play will bring up 2nd down and 7.
Josh Merton and Josh Nieves in on the stop for Appleton West. West has done a nice job of containing these runs for the Cardinals for the most part tonight.
Yes, they have. 2 receivers to the near side. That's Joey Cooper wide to the right. And now in motion goes Peyton Nett. Handoff straight up the middle. Wozleski, he backs his way out across the 20 to the 21, keeping his legs moving, gets out to about the 22 for a pickup of 5 or 6. It's going to be 3rd and short, as the Cardinals now with an official's timeout and the ball near the 28-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and less than a yard to go.
Cardinals getting a nice push up front at certain times, but once they get that push, it's sustaining your blocks. And when you don't do that, then you can't have an effective running game. And we're seeing Appleton West, yes, get blocked at the onset. We see a good push. It's just sustaining that block. And when you don't do that, then things don't happen. And you don't have those explosive runs.
They've been close.
Yep.
There have been a couple of times when you think the running back, whether it's Jefferson or Wozleski did, there have been a couple of times when they've broken them, but you're right. You're waiting for those blocks to continue, and if they could just get one more hit downfield, that could be what it takes to spring the running back for a big gain. A long gainer.
Luke Miller is the injured Fond du Lac Cardinal that's being helped off the field right now, and I do apologize.
Hope he's okay.
To a viewer that sent us a message, one of his relatives checking in from Atlanta. Atlanta. Luke Miller's sister is watching. Hope he's okay for you.
All right. And he's sitting on the bench now with just tweaked his ankle a little bit. And now we've got movement on the offensive line. The Cardinals jumped early. And instead of 3rd down, Nick, and a half yard, it's going to be 3rd down and a long 5.
Diane Whiter checking into the broadcast here tonight. Thank you so much. We also have Gary Siekman watching from Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin. First varsity game for number 36 tonight. Eli Siekman sophomore. Pretty special time there.
Absolutely.
Remember your first varsity game?
Yes.
I
did not see the field.
I was the kicker. I shanked one out of
I
bounds.
did not see the field. All right, here's a play left-hand side.
Cole kept it.
And he gains maybe a yard, but it'll be 4th down, and the Cardinals will have to punt. It was a quarterback keeper around the left-hand side. 4th down, 4 yards to go. The Cardinals will have to punt.
Seems like, in football, Greg, there are times in the game where you get momentum, and it's the swing of momentum. Fond du Lac Cardinals had it in the first quarter. Appleton West got it back. Now it just seems like nobody really has any momentum going back and forth, doesn't it?
Right. You're absolutely right. Maybe Appleton West after that punt, and Doro takes it across midfield, and he is wrapped and dropped by Sam Fredrickson, who grabbed him around the neck and just brought him to the ground. I mean, that was a hard tackle, a great tackle by Fredrickson, but Appleton West has the ball in Cardinal territory and a chance to take the lead for the first time in this game. They've got great field position.
4:01 to go at the 47-yard line. You're right. And after that touchdown by Appleton West, it seems like they have just a little bit of a momentum edge here,
Yep.
and this will put the Cardinal defense a little bit of pressure here in the second half.
Yeah, I think now the Cardinals are going to go back on defense. Here's the quarterback Goffard running the option right-hand side to the 45, cuts it back up inside the 40, and close to an Appleton West first down before he's brought down near the 38-yard line by Dante Johnson, but very close to a first down. I'm not sure if they're going to measure here. Yeah, 9-yard pickup, 2nd down and a short 1 for Appleton West.
Warm, humid night tonight. It looks like the rain's going to stay away. You better hope so. You rode your scooter.
I took my scooter in. Better stay away. Here's the handoff straight up the middle. Orada with running room to the 35-30. Dives forward inside the 30 all the way down to the 26. He needed a half yard, and he got about 10. And Appleton West's offensive line in this third quarter kind of controlling the line of scrimmage right now.
Yeah, they're getting some good pushes up front there. And Fondy's defense looks a little gassed. They've been out there a while. Remember, Appleton West had an 8-play drive about 5 minutes ago.
Yep.
So their defense has been on the field for a while.
1st and 10 from the Cardinal 26-yard line. Goffard running the option. Left side, breaks out of a tackle, cuts it back to the right. Down to the 25-20, dives out of bounds inside the 20 for a first down at the Cardinal 17-yard line. The Cardinals couldn't wrap him up on the left-hand side.
Grebe had him. He had him in his arms, and he let him go. And
Needed help. He needed help.
Garrett Spot came over to help out Grebe, too. They had him. He found his way away, and he got a gain of 9.
I am really impressed with the 6'2", 190-pound junior quarterback for Appleton West. It's 2nd down and 9. I thought he got the first down.
And they're going to measure, I
think he got the first down. I'd be shocked.
Yep. I'll give it to him.
I thought he got it by a couple of yards, to be honest with you. Cardinals defense has to step up right now.
Cardinals have the lead 7-0. Cardinal defense, they've been on the field, like I mentioned, for a while here, and we're approaching under 3 to go here in the third.
All right. Ball on the right hash mark. 2 receivers split wide to the right and 2 to the left. 1st and 10 from the Cardinals 17-yard line. Man in motion through the backfield. Here's the snap, the handoff, Arata hit.
We got
and
popped by Durant.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, Durant made the initial hit and then got help from number 44, Devin Chanowski, who finished him off. What a play by Durant making he got into the backfield there and made the initial hit. So it's 2nd down and 9. I'm surprised he got a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 at the 16-yard
Forward momentum,
line.
Greg.
Yeah.
Forward momentum, yeah.
Man in motion again through the backfield. Goffard gets the snap out of the shotgun. On the right, flat to Doro, and he's inside the 15 down to about the 13-yard line.
First guy to him was Ben View with another open field tackle. Got him around the legs.
5-yard pickup on the play for the Terrors. Nearing the 2-minute mark of this third quarter. Ball right at about the 12-yard line of Fond du Lac, and the clock running. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. 3rd down and 5. Appleton West can get a first down at the Cardinals 7. Again, out of the shotgun. About 3 to 4 steps behind the center. The quarterback.
Looks to be calling a different play, Greg.
Goffard on the audible, rolling out to his right, looking for Reeder in the corner of the end zone again. He caught it, and it was tipped away at the last second. I believe that was Zach Waljasper made the defensive play to knock the ball out of the receiver's hand.
Ben View was also over there, too, to slap it away.
I thought Reeder had another touchdown. It was the same play that he scored the touchdown on earlier. Now it's 4th down.
It was in his hands.
Yeah.
He had an opportunity to haul it down. He brought it down, but then it got slapped away.
Slapped
That's
out
incomplete.
of his hands. Well, it looks like Appleton West is going to try a field goal. This will be a 30-yard field goal attempt for Appleton West, number 31, Andrew Berry. Ball right in the middle of the football field. The ball is down. The kick is up. And Appleton West has their first lead of the game with 1:26 left to play in the third quarter. The Terrors 10, Fond du Lac 7. We're back in 30 seconds.
Homeowners have long relied on us for the best in flooring. Now we can design beautiful and functional cabinetry for you too. We have cabinetry for any home or business that can fit any size budget while providing the best in style and design. Every day, more and more people are choosing not only flooring, but also cabinets and countertops from FloorQuest.
There's more in store for you at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. Next to Steins and Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, and online at floorquest.net.
Third quarter, Appleton West with their first lead of the ball game, 10-7 on a 30-yard field goal. And my son, who's helping to spot up here in the booth, also mentioned that Trenton Murtha, give him credit in the defensive backfield on that last play as well, to bat the ball away from the big receiver for the Terrors. Great job on defense by the Cardinals, rising to the occasion there and not letting the Terrors get a touchdown.
The momentum is definitely in Appleton West's favor right now as they stop play.
Yeah, we got it just as the ball is kicked off. There's a penalty flag, and it's going to be offside. Appleton West lined up offside. So that will move the ball back to the 35-yard line, and Appleton West will kick off. The last time the Terrors kicked off, Levi Burns returned it about almost 50 yards into Appleton West territory, a return that was called back because of a Cardinal holding penalty. And Levi Burns is standing back at his 5-yard line, hoping to get another opportunity. Also back there is Reggie Hernandez. Burns on the left side near the goal line, Hernandez to his right. The Terrors re-tee it. Berry with the kick. It's going to be Burns at his 4. Down the left side across the 10, 15, 20. Gets a block at the 25, 30. Still on his feet. Across the 35 and bounced out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So a 32-yard return.
Henry Lang threw a nice block over there.
By Levi Burns. Man, that guy's fast.
Fond du Lac will take over at the 36. Opportunity to get the lead back. Again, Appleton West with the first lead of the ball game tonight. Fond du Lac went 10-2 a season ago. They lost their final regular season contest at Marshfield, the game that they had in hand, and Marshfield came back. Fond du Lac lost on the road. They won a couple of consecutive playoff games, and then they fell to Milwaukee Marquette in the playoffs in Level 3 last year. They lost at Kimberly the season before in Level 3.
Sobel and Jefferson behind Jack Cole at quarterback, and Cole rolling out to his right on the play action, looking downfield. It's caught out of the backfield across the midfield line. Shanowski gets it inside the 45 and bounced out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. He caught the ball right at about midfield and then takes it another 10, 11 yards down to the Appleton West 39-yard line. But a great play action fake by the quarterback, Cole, and then rolling out to his right, and Shanowski was wide in the open.
25-yard pickup by the Fond du Lac Cardinals, and their tight end did a nice job of finding a seam and turning it upfield once he caught it.
Here is Jefferson trying the left-hand side. He spins out of one tackle at the 37, down to the 35-yard line for a pickup of about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball on the left hash mark at the 35-yard line of Appleton West with 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Josh Pitson on the stop for Appleton West that time.
And Noah Wenger, the wide receiver to the right. Cole with the play action, going to fire, hits Wenger at the 35, and he trips and falls at about the 33. For a moment, it looked like Peyton Nett was going to give him a block, and that would have sprung Wenger around the corner on the right-hand side, but he just tripped as he tried to make his cut, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's Appleton West 10, Fond du Lac 7. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this timeout.
Homeowners have long relied on us for the best in flooring. Now we can design beautiful and functional cabinetry for you too. We have cabinetry for any home or business that can fit any size budget while providing the best in style and design. Every day, more and more people are choosing not only flooring, but also cabinets and countertops from FloorQuest.
There's more in store for you at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination, next to Steins and Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, and online at floorquest.net.
Offense has been a little bit inconsistent maybe this evening, which is what you would expect in the first game of the season, but it looks like they've got something going right now. The big pass play to Shanowski, and now a big third down play. This may, right now as we start the fourth quarter, Nick, huge third down play for the Cardinals.
With the way Appleton West has been moving the football in the second half, this proves to be a pretty critical play with 3rd down and 4 as we start the fourth quarter. A couple of receivers split out to the side here, the left side of the football field. I formation, Jack Cole will hand off to Keon Jefferson's got a seam. Greg, and across the 30 down near the 27-yard line. That is enough for a Fond du Lac Cardinal first down on 3rd and 4.
Brought down on that play by Josh Nieves, but he needed about 5, and he got a yard to spare on that first down pickup. That was huge for the Cardinals.
Cardinals will work left-hand side of the football field as they're working toward the north end zone here at Fruth. They trail. They were up 7-0, and then they've given up 10 unanswered points to the Appleton West Terriers. Couple of receivers split out wide to the left-hand side. As they'll run the pistol formation, Jack Cole will duck in, and there's movement up front. The right guard jumped, Stens.
Yep. Tanner Cottry, that, you know, and we've seen a couple of those calls on both teams tonight. And that time the right guard moved, stepped up before the snap. It'll be 1st and 15.
And you have a positive play. You got a couple of things going, then you take a step backwards, and it's up to this next play to recover. They'll put Hernandez in the slot. Frederickson to the left to him on the near side of the football field. Running from the pistol formation. 11:24 left to go. Fondy trails by 3. There's Keon Jefferson gets met right away in the backfield. Somebody missed a block, Stens.
Yeah.
And
That was a big play by Seth Kurkowski. He got into the backfield untouched and dropped Jefferson for a loss on the play, and it's going to be second down and long, second down at about 15.
Didn't look like they stacked the box. It just looked like somebody missed a block.
Yep. He was untouched. At his right defensive end position, nobody blocked him.
Second down and 15. A minute gone by here in the final quarter. Fredrickson split out wide to the right-hand side, and a play fake. Here's Jack Cole looking downfield. Penalty flag flies. Greg Kuber incomplete. But a penalty flag is on the field right now, and we'll see what the call is.
Well, I have a feeling it's going to be... The penalty flag was thrown right at the line of scrimmage. That was a great defensive play in the secondary by Appleton West. I think it's going to go against the Fond du Lac Cardinals. That maybe somebody lining up offside?
Looked because they're. I didn't see any movement, but the Fond du Lac Cardinals will replay the down. It's second down and 20. Illegal procedure is the call against the Cardinals. Again, second down and 20. Coming up, your Anders Auto Parts postgame show. Fondy trails the Terrors 10-7, 10:35 left to go in this one. Fredrickson split out. He's at the top side of your screen, those viewing, and Jack Cole will serve at the defense. Now he's flushed to the right-hand side. A little screen pass for Keon Jefferson. 25-20, Greg. 15, down to the 10, to the 5, trying to get to the end zone, and he's shoved out of bounds.
They picked up the penalty flag. They picked up the penalty flag on that last call. It was third down and 15, and a little screen pass in the middle. When Cole rolled out to his right, everybody on the defensive line for Appleton West followed him, and there was nobody in the middle when Jefferson caught that pass, and he just beat everybody down the sideline, and a touchdown-saving push out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
First down and goal to go from the 1-yard line. Keon Jefferson lines up in the backfield. And they'll stop play here as the officials will make sure everybody's on the same page, I think, huh? And they'll reset. Then first and goal from the 1. Fondy trailing 10-7. Jack Cole will wait the snap, working from the shotgun. Cole will turn, hand. There's Keon to the end zone. Touchdown, Fond du Lac.
Did you see how low Jefferson was to the ground when he got that handoff? Very tough to bring down in that situation. Got the big block. Ben Roosh and Miller Schneider were there on the blocking on the offensive line. Great job by the Cardinals pushing it in and regaining the lead. That was a big series, I think, for Fond du Lac to bounce back like that.
Did not take that long either.
No.
Went 4 plays. Here's the kick, and it is up, and it is good. And the extra point makes it 14-10. Fond du Lac with the lead on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. Nice screen pass to set up the 1-yard touchdown plunge. The screen pass went to Jefferson, and he got it to the 1 and then took it in a play later. We'll take a timeout, step aside, back in 30, 95 and 96-1 The Rock. Fond du Lac Cardinals take it down the field, Greg. They go 4 plays to punch it in. Fondy 14, Appleton West 10 at the 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
And it looks like rain, looking at the radar, rain is not too far away. Moving in our
Chevrolet
direction.
set to kick it away. for Fond du Lac. Here's the run-up and the kick from the 40-yard line. End-over-end kick. It'll be taken at the 11-yard line, up to the 15 to the 20-yard line, 25, up to the 30-yard line, spinning his way to about the 31. And Walters for Appleton West on the return. Appleton West, the Terrors, take over.
Well, their last two possessions, Appleton West has done a great job of controlling the line of scrimmage. Now the Cardinals have regained the lead. Let's see if Fond du Lac can slow some of that momentum that Appleton West seems to have built in this second half, because the Terrors have been able to move the ball up and down the field their last two possessions.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. They'll run 3 receivers, split out wide to the right-hand side of the football field. And here come the Terrors on offense, and they will hand it off. And the handoff goes along the left-hand side to Orada. Orada will take it for a short gain on the play. I believe Keegan Brandt did on the stop. And Garrett Spot, too. They'll run the same formation here with trips in front of us. And here's the here's Goffard with the football now to the 40-yard line to midfield, down to the 45. Trips, loses his footing, takes it into Fond du Lac Cardinal territory. However, a flag is down in Appleton West territory.
Now that's an area where you usually see holding or illegal use of the hands or a clip.
And there's a personal foul.
Clipping penalty
against Appleton West. And that'll push it back. As Goffard with a nice effort.
Yep.
To get it to Fond du Lac Cardinal territory, but again, we see a penalty push some things back.
I didn't see it. I was watching Goffard, the quarterback, as he took it around the right side and breaking tackles, and I'm not so sure. It's one of those situations, as it often is, where the penalty itself really doesn't have a direct impact on the play.
Right. Goffard will look over the Cardinal defense. They have twin receivers both ways here for Appleton West. Goffard will take it now and roll to his right-hand side. Look downfield, throw a net, intercepted by the Cardinals. Ball was tipped and picked. Great job defensively by Fond du Lac.
I think
it was Murtha, Trent Murtha with the pick. I saw a 2 in there. I didn't see the last number.
It is Trenton Murtha.
Yeah.
Yep.
Picked off. Big turn of events here at Fruth. Ball was tipped, and Murtha came up with it big time. Interception for the Cardinals.
Well, Murtha has done a great job on defense tonight. He's batted away at least 1 or 2 passes. He's made some good tackles on defense, and now he's alert right there when the ball is tipped and makes the pick and the interception, and the Cardinals with great field position.
Twins out far side working from an I formation, and they'll hand off. Barely get the handoff away to Keon Jefferson. Jefferson trying to cut it up, Greg, and he's got a first down for Fondy. That'll be about the 12-yard line or so. I think he got 14 or 15.
Jack Cole was almost sacked as he was handing the ball off to Jefferson at about the 30-yard line, right behind the line of scrimmage. And he just, as you said, just able to reach out there and get the ball to Jefferson as running back before he was tackled to the ground.
2 receivers wide to the left-hand side. Ball is at the right hash for the Cardinals, as Jack Cole will await the snap with a first down and 10 to go. There's the handoff to Keon. He got belted right away in the backfield. And number 22 in on the stop, and that's Andy Yates making the stop there, and he didn't get anything. And perhaps lost one.
Second down and 11. 8:20 left to play in the game. And checking into the lineup for the Cardinals is Peyton Nett with the play from the sideline. Cardinals keep it on the ground again here, Nick?
I think so. You have the lead right now. You're in no hurry to score. 2nd down and 11, working from the Appleton West 17-yard line. Here's Jack Cole for the Cardinals, surveys the defense, and some movement up front again.
Left side of the offensive line moved prior to the snap.
This is against Fond du Lac.
Yep.
And they'll push it back. Your Anders Auto Parts postgame show is on the way. We'll have a chance to speak with Mike Avoc of the Fond du Lac Cardinals, so hang on for that. That'll be on our radio side only. Jackson Lenz, Xander Lenz, both staying up late to finish watching the Cardinal football game. If you are viewing tonight's action, email me, Nick R. at WFDL.com. Nick and Greg up the press box in the house here.
Finally, I felt a breeze of cool air come through. Did you feel that?
Yes, they send a man in motion now on the fake handoff. Play action. There's Cole firing. End zone. Flag. And they say it was incomplete, but a flag flies.
Yeah, they're going to call pass interference against Appleton West. The defender saying it was great defense, but he didn't turn around to look for the ball, and all he had to do probably was turn his head, and it would have been a great defensive play. But the referee on the near side of the football field threw the flag about 30 yards across field and called the pass. Well, they're talking it over right now.
Again, the
referee, who was right on the sideline where the play was made, did not throw the flag. Did you notice that?
Yep.
It was the one on the near side, and those two are talking. So we'll see if the flag stands.
They're going to pick it up, wave it off. What are they going to do with it?
They're waving it off. Yeah, I wondered that because the referee who was right there on top of the play, did not throw his flag.
No.
The referee who was 30 yards away by the goalpost, did you see him throw it about 30?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
So.
Third down and 16 to go after the final ruling on that play, a pass incompletion to the end zone. So again, from the 22, Fond du Lac has to get to the 6-yard line.
Wow, this is a big play because you're probably not going to attempt a field goal.
It'd be almost 40 yards.
Yeah, if you don't pick up a first down. Although you keep it on the ground, and even if you don't get a first down, if you gain 5 or 6 yards, then you could probably try a field goal.
Yep. Clock keeps running, though, if you keep it on the ground, of course.
Yep.
And let's see what Fondy does here with receivers both ways. Cardinals working from the far hash, and here's the play action. Here's Jack Cole. He'll look downfield. He's got a man to the end zone. Touchdown, Reggie Hernandez. Touchdown, Cardinals. 22 yards to the house. Reggie Hernandez.
Great blocking up front. Jack Cole stepped up into the pocket, had plenty of time, saw Hernandez with 2 steps on the defender, and Cole threw a strike, led Hernandez perfectly for the touchdown. Just a great play and a great pass by Jack Cole.
The PAT is up, and it is good. And the Fond du Lac Cardinals, since trailing 10-7, they've rattled off 2 consecutive touchdowns.
They got, again, a break there, and a beautiful defensive play by Trenton Murtha set this one up with his interception. What a great defensive play by the Cardinal defensive back, Trenton Murtha. He caught the deflected pass, but he was in the territory where that all happened, and he just made a play on the ball, all instinct, and that set up what we just saw, Jack Cole throwing a rifle shot over the middle to Reggie Hernandez. When we were thinking maybe the Cardinals will keep the ball on the ground, maybe not get a first down, but at least get a little closer for a field goal. No, they go for the throat, and it was a beautiful play.
Fond du Lac 21, Appleton West 10. 7:30 left to go. Cardinals will kick it away after the touchdown, after the 4-play touchdown, and the football is going to go to the end zone, and there's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And now if you're Appleton West, you don't have to necessarily panic here and throw on every down, but you need to make this drive count. If you are Appleton West, you got to think you maybe have 3 more opportunities at best in this game.
I would say. You don't, and I agree. You don't have to hit the panic button right now, but you have to get some positive yards. You have to make a drive happen. And here's Appleton West with twin receivers both ways. Now they'll bring a man into motion to the near side of the football field, and he'll take off with it himself to the 30-yard line and finally get swallowed up by Fond du Lac's defense. Quarterback Goffard taking the football, and he'll get near a first down.
Yep, number 43, Zach Waljasper, making the tackle, the initial tackle on the play. I think it's clear that Goffard is the player. He's the man for Appleton West, isn't he?
Yes, he is. And this is his first year of full-time varsity experience, Greg.
Good.
He's just a junior.
Impressed.
He's
I'm
a junior.
Impressed. Yep.
They have 2 receivers to the wide side of the football field, and Goffard will take the snap, low snap, regather, steps up, throws downfield, and he's incomplete. And if that would have been thrown a little under, and that would have been picked off by Fond du Lac. Good coverage by Trey Halfman on the far side.
Halfman had a step on the big receiver Reader on that play, and Goffard just threw it over everybody's reach. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10, and the clock stops with 7 minutes left to go.
Orada with over 1,000 yards a season ago, 9 touchdowns, averaged about 100 yards a game in conference play. Here's the option. He'll take off with it himself. Here's Goffard, got the football, and he's gobbled up right away.
Remember, we saw Orada run that 70-yard touchdown in the first half that was called back. And we really haven't heard from him at all in this second half.
I'm confused as to why they don't try to run that option, try to run that pitch play a couple of different times here tonight.
Really, the one time we saw them run that was when he scored the touchdown. And I haven't seen them run that to the left side since.
A couple of receivers both ways here for Appleton West, and they'll roll to the left-hand side. They'll throw downfield. That's incomplete. Trey Halfman was over there. Keegan Barant was over there as well for Fond du Lac to force some pressure out of bounds. It's 4th down and 11.
I think they're going to punt here with 6:21 left to play. Part of that is dictated by the game. I mean, right now the Cardinals are leading by 11, but go back to when after the first touchdown the Cardinals scored, when Appleton West was leading 10-7, and the Cardinals scored 14-10. At that point, Appleton West really, I think, putting a lot of throws in the air. The interception was made and kind of gotten away from what they were successful at during their first touchdown.
4th and 11, a punt. Takes an Appleton West bounce and will scoot out of bounds at about the 35, and that's where the Fond du Lac Cardinals take over on offense with 6:13 left to go in this football game. Your Anders Auto Parts postgame show is coming up. A chance to talk with Mike Avak of the Cardinals, so hang on for that. Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard says Fond du Lac 21, Appleton West 10. Appleton North hosting the Cardinals next week. Will be there.
That'll be a fun game. Well, let's see if the Cardinals now can run some clock, leading by 11.
Anticipate a heavy dose of Mr. Jefferson. Cardinals from the near hash, working toward the north end zone here at Fruth, and there's the handoff to Keon, and he gets met right away on the left side of the offensive line. Yates in on the stop, and Kel Felton in on the stop for Appleton West as well. Got some solid viewers here tonight. .5:45 and counting left to go in this football game. Second down and 10. Again, from the 35-yard line, Fond du Lac in their own territory. A couple of receivers out there for the Cardinals now, and Jack Cole will take it. There's a flag that's going to fly. I think that's going to be a hold. And they're going to back this thing up here. Looks to be in the area of holding, as one of the line judges threw it there, Greg.
Yeah, and the Cardinals, they want the clock to run.
Yes.
At this point, and the quarterback rolls out. You've got a holding penalty that stops the clock. Even if the holding penalty isn't called, the quarterback runs out of bounds, stops the clock. This is the time. You've got an 11-point lead. You want to stay in bounds, and you want to play clean football, and you want the clock to run.
5-yard penalty against Fond du Lac. It'll be second down and 15.
Oh, this is a long football game. I didn't realize it was 9:31 already, and we still have 5.5 minutes left to go.
Football Friday Nights is on our sister radio station, FM 103.3 and AM 1170radio.com. You can flip your dial after this game to catch all the scores around the state of Wisconsin. Jack Cole is going to get flushed out of the pocket and will throw, and that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I think Fond du Lac's thinking Appleton West, their offense is explosive. They can score. We need to continue to do what has been successful for us. The risk, though, of putting the ball up on second down is that it was incomplete. We still have almost 5.5 minutes left to go in the game.
If you run it these past couple of plays, Greg, you're down to
3 minutes.
3 minutes left to go, right? And there's the handoff to Keon Jefferson. He gets met, and there's a stop a play, and they wanted a fumble, and one of the Appleton West players ran the other way with it, but officials say he was down, and it is fourth down, and now the clock will continue to tick away.
Yeah. Well, you're right. You could have run the ball 3 consecutive. The Cardinals, it's 4th and 11. You could have run the ball 3 consecutive times, and this game would almost be over with at this point.
Joe Cooper is set to kick it away now. Yes. Yep. And they will kick it away. And calling for a fair catch is Appleton West, and they'll haul it in at their own 34, 33-yard line. Tears will come up to the line now, and you have a dangerous receiver in Joey Reeder.
And a dangerous quarterback who can throw on the run. You got to contain the quarterback. That's the first thing. You've got to put pressure on Goffard. Try to keep him in the pocket. When he rolls out, that's when he's been dangerous.
And Reeder's up at the
10.
top of your screen. Yep. Far side of the football field. They have one receiver lined up in the slot on the far side as well. And Goffard will take a look, and he's going to throw to the flats, and that's going to be complete. But Fond du Lac there to wrestle him down. Good job by Ben View. Again, he's had quite a heck of a ball game tonight, Greg.
He's had a great ball game. Ben View, let's see, 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore.
A couple yards on the pickup there. It is Second down and 8 with 4 minutes left to go in this football game at Fruth. Working from the shotgun. Here's Goffard. He will roll to the left-hand or right-hand side. Johnson chasing him down. He'll duck it and run, and he'll collide with a couple of Fond du Lac players. Goffard, not afraid of contact, and some black shirts were there to meet him.
I thought Goffard was headed to the sideline to stop the clock and to get the first down. No, he was fighting for more yardage. He cut it up inside and was sandwiched by 2 Cardinal defenders, and he was still able to pick up the first down.
10-yard pickup there. Terrors working on their own side of the field yet with 3:35 and counting left to go in this football game. Twins both ways out there on the football field for Appleton West. Low snap. Goffard will take off with it. Now we'll look downfield and throw, and that's incomplete. Reeder had it in his hands, Greg, and dropped it.
Nobody within 5 yards of him, but again, it's one of those situations where you could see him turn his head right when the ball got there, looking to see where he was going to run, so he took his eyes off the ball, and that's when you end up dropping those.
Springs and Shiocton tomorrow night here at Fruth. We'll have radio coverage, 95 and 96.1 The Rock, and video streamed as well. Bob Hyland, the winningest coach in the state of Wisconsin. Springs winning 2 consecutive WIAA Division 6 state football championships. Low snap. Goffard's going to look to throw it downfield, escape some pressure, and he will throw on the run. Intercepted by whom, Greg? Number 14. Benview. Have yourself a game, son.
We've got a penalty flag, but I think this one might be against Appleton. I'm not sure. Yeah.
That penalty will be declined.
Yeah, it was an illegal man downfield. And so the Cardinals will take over. Now with 3 minutes left to go, I would think Fond du Lac will keep the ball on the ground in every play. I would think.
Timeouts remain for the Terrors. They have 3 left on the clock. You
make them take their timeouts.
Yeah, you would think that they would use them on this drive and try to conserve as much clock as they can.
Last series, with about 5.5 minutes, the Cardinals threw 2 incomplete passes, and quarterback ran out of bounds. And on that same play, there was a holding penalty. So 3 times the clock stopped on the last Cardinal possession, where if you'd kept the ball on the ground, the clock would have been running, or you would have forced Appleton to call timeout.
High snap. Jack Cole rips it down. Keon Jefferson to the 45, diving his way to the 47. And a nice positive gain on first down.
And here the clock continues to run. Under 3 minutes now to play.
6 yards for Keon Jefferson. Yeah, shoot me an email. Checking into the broadcast here tonight.
It's been fun being back up in the broadcast booth for the first time in 18 years.
You doing okay over here?
Trying to stay as
trying to stay hydrated,
cool,
too.
Yeah, trying to stay hydrated.
Jack Cole will hand to Keon. And Appleton West's number 24, Josh Nieves, in on the stop. And that'll be a timeout taken by Appleton West. And it brings up third down for the Cardinals.
2.5 minutes left to play, but again, you're making Appleton West take a timeout. This is a 2-possession game. So even if you don't pick up a first down here, you keep the ball on the ground. You're either going to force them to call another timeout, or you're going to have the clock continue to run. It just, you want to keep the ball on the ground. You want to run the clock, as much clock as you can here, I would think. Don't you think?
I would agree. Let's take a timeout, 30-second timeout. Back after this on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
It's all imported cheeses. This is a fondue party, Mike.
I realize that, Alan. Taco Bell has these new burritos with warm melted cheese in the center.
This is a Gorgonzola Gruyere medley.
This is a 3-cheese blend plus nacho cheese sauce medley.
best way to serve warm melted cheese is in the center of a beefy burrito. New cheesy core burritos only at Taco Bell.
Back here at Fruth, 2:26 left to go with a 2nd down and 4. Play action for Jack Cole. He's going to throw downfield. That's going to be complete to Shanowski as he crosses the 25 down to about the 23. Greg, there's a nice pickup on the play for the Cardinals.
You know, Shanowski, what an athlete this kid is. 6'2", 210-pound senior. And he seems to be bigger, stronger, and faster than everybody out on the field, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He was.
Wow. What a route he ran, and what a pass from Jack Cole when you and I thought maybe the Cardinals should keep the ball on the ground and run some clock. Now they're in control, 1st down.
And the pass play downfield, and Keon Jefferson will take it, cut it up to about the 20. Long way to go for 1 yard.
Yeah, and now you're forcing with that 1st down, which is, I mean, it's a gamble to do that, but it was a beautiful play. But now Appleton West will be forced to burn the rest of their timeouts on the next 2 plays. They've got one more, right? So after this play, Appleton West will have to take their final timeout, and we're under 2 minutes left to go. And remember, the Cardinals, it's an 11-point lead at this point. So the gamble paid off.
Dr. Kathy Kelly Doyle Dentistry and her team realize that teamwork is the key to success. Call 907-1400, 907-1400. Coverage in tonight's game presented in part by your Edward Jones, 5 financial advisors, Dan Sprader, Ben Berchi, Pam Tellefson, Steve Miller, Doug Shireman, and yes, a 6th, Jeff Wills of Fond du Lac. Anders Auto Parts is sponsoring our post-game programming. That's coming up. And we'll have your play of the game from Cornelius, and we'll preview our next game broadcast from AirTech. Hang on for that. Fond du Lac Cardinals, 2nd down and 8 with a $1:56 left to go from Fruth in their home opener, 2016 opener. Jack Cole will hand the football off, and that handoff, still on his feet, goes to Wasilewski. And Wasilewski, Greg, takes it all the way down from the 21 for 14 yards on the pickup. He's had a nice game, too, when he's gotten his touches, huh?
He really has. I would say, we'll find out with the stats, but I would say he's averaging about 8, 9, 10 yards a carry.
That sounds about right.
And Appleton West did they just call a timeout? Or was it an official? I think it was an official
timeout. Now they'll wind the clock
All
now.
Right.
1st down and goal to go from the 7-yard line. Wasilewski in the backfield. Jack Cole at quarterback. Fredrickson is split out on the far side of the football field. Wasilewski's got it behind the offensive line. Dives his way forward. He's down inside the 1.
1 yard away from putting this game on ice. Wouldn't you say?
I would agree.
1 minute left to go, and the clock continuing to run.
Inside the 1, says Timmy Hansen to my right. 2nd down and goal. Would you take a knee here, Greg, or would you punch it in? What would you do? Well, Mike Avok's going to, looks like, take a knee.
Yep.
Classy move, classy thing to do. I agree. And Jack Cole will drop to a knee. And with 30 seconds left to go, time is going to melt away in this football game, non-conference game.
What a great comeback by the Cardinals after losing that momentum. Some big defensive plays. Ben View, Trenton Murtha come up with those big interceptions in the second half for the Cardinals. And Devin Shanowski with a huge catch, the clincher on 3rd down and 6. What was that, a 26-yard reception?
Yep.
To end up winning this game for the Cardinals. Jack Cole got better with every snap he took in his first year as the starting quarterback for the Cardinals. Really, for the first game of the year, mistakes made by both teams, just that's what you would expect in a game like this, but I was impressed with what I saw tonight from the Cardinals.
Cardinals, Greg, were down at one point in the football game, 10-7. They rattle off 2 consecutive touchdowns, and they go 14 unanswered on that scoreboard, and they win the football game this afternoon. A final count of 21-10. On the radio side, stay tuned for your Anders Auto Parts postgame show. At this point in time, we will break our video stream coverage in tonight's action. Thank you to everyone that viewed tonight's game at radioplusinfo.com. Thank you, Greg. We'll come back on the radio side of things on 95 and 96.1 The Rock for more of your post-game show. But we now break video coverage, and we'll come back with more after this.
Few careers offer the advantages you'll find at Charter. As a member of the Charter team, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to more than 24 million customers. We offer our employees competitive salary, growth opportunities, comprehensive benefits, and more. If you want to play an important role in your company and make an impact on your career, join the Charter team today. Take a look at a few positions open in your area.
To feel good about your smile and your dentist, visit Saurower Dental. They are dedicated to personalized dental care. So for your family dental needs, visit Dr. Todd Saurower at 845 South Main Street in Fond du Lac.